The guys that I play with are all
And a good evening to you, and welcome inside the Kent Freeman Arena, the site of this Section 8A boys hockey matchup featuring the visiting Warroad Warriors and the home team, the Detroit Lakes Lakers. Charlie Newland broadcasting to you alongside Matt Wimmer as we get ready for this hockey game, which should be a good one. The Lakers looking to continue their winning ways. They're on a 4-game winning streak, and they take on the best team in the section here today. They take on the Warroad Warriors, at least in the standings. They're the best team, and they are undefeated so far in section play. So this is a big matchup for both sides. Lakers earned a win in their last game. They beat another section opponent. They beat Red Lake Falls up in Red Lake Falls. No easy task going to there and getting a win, but they did so coming from behind. They were down 4-3 and then pulled away in the third period, got a win 5-4. And they enter play tonight with an overall record of 9 wins, 7 losses, and taking on this Warroad Warriors team who played last Saturday. They've been off for a whole week, and they tied Hermantown last Saturday 3-3. Warriors enter play with an overall record of 11 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. And Matt, tonight a tough test here for the Lakers, but stakes are high, and hopefully the Lakers can come away with a competitive game and make Warroad fight for this game. And obviously the Lakers are the underdogs, but sometimes you can take that approach and use it to your advantage because sometimes the pressure's on the favorites in that situation.
Yeah, until you start make a few trips down to the state tournament and earn that respect of not being the underdog in Section 8. We've got the Warroad Warriors and the East Grand Forks Green Wave sitting atop, trading back and forth in that crown for the last few years. So, but one thing that we've got going today here in Detroit Lakes is, let's face it, we've got the team on. We got the road team coming into town. Delayed game. The game was supposed to be played last night. Warroad they were gracious enough to say, hey, we can come back down. They did a little. Laker staff did some fancy footwork. As Warroad generally, when they do head south, they make 2-game stands. They were supposed to play in West Fargo today. Excuse me. A little fancy footwork done, some rescheduling, and got them coming down. So there was a few hiccups along the roadway for them to even get here. Then, let's face it, Warroad's used to playing on that giant surface. Here at the friendly confines of Kent Freeman Arena, we've got a smaller surface, and then let's not forget that little factor of a pretty decent goaltender we have here at the Lakers, Mr. Lindbergh, that still has a nice high save percentage going so far this season.
Yeah, Lindbergh right now 92% save percentage, and likely the best goaltender in the section, as Coach Noah has alluded to throughout our interviews with him, and he will talk once again about Griff in our pregame interview. Our pregame show is brought to you by Snap Fitness in Detroit Lakes, and coming up on our Snap Fitness pregame show, we'll talk to head coach Ben Noah. Also had a chance to talk to Jay Hardwick of the Warroad Warriors, and we'll introduce you to tonight's starters and get to our Ameriprise Financial Carrier and Vardy keys to the game. You're listening to Laker Boys Hockey on the station you can count on, KDLM, and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Snap Fitness of Detroit Lakes is the only locally owned 24/7 fitness club in the Lakes area. Snap Fitness has month-to-month memberships, meaning no long-term contracts or club enhancement fees. Work out on your own time, even with a busy schedule. Looking for a class that will motivate and push you? Check out the Snap Fitness Boot Camp with Coach Carly. If you sign up this month, you'll receive a Lakers card. With MyZone technology, Snap Fitness helps you stay on track and reach your fitness goals. Proud supporter of Laker Athletics. Membership subject to a one-time enrollment fee. Snap Fitness, Detroit Lakes.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
$5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way. $5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way.
When the snow flies, your golf game doesn't have to go into hibernation. Swing into the 19th hole simulator at Forest Hills Resort, your warm, cozy escape all holiday season long. Keep your swing sharp on some of the best courses in the country, all without leaving town. Bring friends, hang out over holiday breaks, and make it a tradition. And grab Black Diamond at Forest Hills Christmas gift cards, the perfect gift for the golfer in your life. So tee up good times this winter at the Forest Hills Resort 19th hole simulator.
Welcome to Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Ask about rebates and incentives available now. GMC, dedicated to American ingenuity. Looking for roomy comfort and convenience? Designed for serious capability. Muscatel's built on trust.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
Here today might be the biggest game of the season with Warroad coming to town. And first of all, just good to get this game in. I know you had to do some negotiating to get this game in, but it's fun always when we play this team just because that's the type of program that we're looking to emulate at some point.
Yeah, it is a big game, and the kids understand that. But from a coaching perspective, what a perfect time of the year to play our section's best team. And just see where we're at, because we still have a month to continue to work out our kinks, and these are the type of games that will expose your weaknesses. They'll show your strengths. I anticipate that I'll watch a lot of film regardless after this game, and then have a really good plan of attack moving forward in the last 4 weeks before we gear up for the playoffs. So we're really excited about tonight. I know the kids really want to win. The message right now is let's go out there and be the aggressors and take away time and space and try to create turnovers, because we're the team that's supposed to lose tonight. More of the pressure is on Warroad to maintain that number one seed, and so we can just go let it rip.
Play loose in a way too.
Yeah, and confident, right? Like, we're a good enough skating team. We have a great first line. We've got a good D-core. We have what we think is the best goaltender in the section. And so we have all the right in the world to be confident tonight, but we have to play where we're not worried about making mistakes that are going to cost us. We have to go out and try to make plays that are going to help us win. And if we do that throughout our lineup, we're going to have a good night.
What type of plays? Just being opportunistic, or is there a type of...
Yeah, I mean, we work on playing fast, and what that means is speed of mind. You get a puck on your stick, you move your feet first, right? You can't get stuck in mud and pause and think you got to get rid of it. If you've got a little ice, take it. be confident that you can go up the ice, move a puck, join the rush, whether you're a winger, a defenseman, a center coming up late out of the zone, it doesn't matter. Those are the plays that I'm talking about. Is we got to be able to have a lot of jump in our game, feel confident to go get involved in every play, and then defensively, like, let's not be passive. Let's not give them the time and space. Let's be confident that we can go take a puck from a guy. We can go win a battle. We can go bump and grind, and that's what we got to do tonight.
4-game winning streak entering play tonight. I'm sure a lot of that, we talk about the offense, goaltending too. Griff, how's he been playing?
He's been awesome. He's been solid all year long. He's maybe had one questionable game all year, and which shows a lot of maturity as a junior. Obviously, he has some big game experience, and these are the type of games where Griffin usually historically has been good for us. Is when we are an underdog. And we're not expected to win, he's usually at his best.
Should be a fun one tonight. Appreciate the time, Coach.
Thanks for coming, Charlie.
Hey, Coach Ben Noah joining us here on the pregame show. Back with more after this.
Make the decision for Precision. Precision Printing. Their business is helping your business. Precision Printing is the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. For quality printing that won't break your budget, make the decision for Precision Printing. Creative sales pieces, flyers, brochures, letters, invoices, and more. Plus free pickup and delivery from the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. Make the decision for Precision. 847-3101 or visit them at 219 Front Street in Detroit Lakes.
Welcome to Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Ask about rebates and incentives available now. GMC, dedicated to American ingenuity. Looking for roomy comfort and convenience? Designed for serious capability. Muscatel's built on trust.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier & Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Checking in with Jim at J&K Marine. Jim, tell me about this no-hassle membership I've been hearing about.
Well, Joel, it's the easiest way to take care of your boat. One membership, and J&K Marine handles all service calls, pickups, deliveries, winterization, storage, and even oil changes.
So I don't have to mess with any of that stuff.
Exactly. Plus, members get 20% off parts and accessories. It's customer service simplified.
Sounds like working with the pros.
That's J&K Marine, where you need us, when you need us.
Call today and make lake life hassle-free. Saving energy and money go hand in hand, and Detroit Lakes Public Utilities is here to help you do both. Their Bright Energy Solutions program offers cash rebates on energy-efficient products that can help make your home more comfortable, reduce energy costs, and protect the environment, all while saving you money. From Energy Star appliance upgrades to advanced heating and cooling systems, there's plenty of opportunities to make a meaningful change in 2025. Learn all the ways you can save this year by contacting Detroit Lakes Public Utilities or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour. The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
Looking for trusted appliances with hometown service? D&D Repair and Appliance is your full-service, family-owned appliance store, proudly serving the Lakes region for over 35 years. They carry KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, brands you know and trust. Plus, they offer delivery and installation so you can shop local and get it delivered right to your home. Visit them at 1050 Highway 59 South, because when you choose D&D Repair and Appliance, now you're talking value.
Hardwick, Coach, good Section 8A tilt here today. You guys made the trip down from Warroad, and should be a good hockey game.
Yeah, I know it always is when we come here, and I expect more of the same.
Saturday game, does that, you guys play a lot of Saturday games, don't you?
We do. Like last weekend when we didn't play a Saturday game, it was weird for me. So, so we're used to it, so it's no big deal.
What's been the best part of your season so far?
We've played well, really well at times, and then we've struggled at times. It's just, I think finding the consistency to bring that effort and execution that, we know we've shown we can do. I think that's just what we've been trying to work on, is coming out with a consistent effort and execution, and then we're a pretty good team. But when we don't do that, we're not very good.
The start of the game is so important, setting the tone early, right? Get that consistency going right away.
Yeah, it is. And when it's hard. It's nice when you get into it right away and you're playing well, and then everything you can kind of feed off of that. But if you don't do that, then you're fighting it from behind and you're trying to get going. So no, I'd much rather have a good start.
What do you make of the section this year?
Oh, it's always tough. I don't think there's anybody you can look past, and come playoff time, it's going to be a battle like usual.
It really is a different season once the playoffs happen. I mean, what happens during the regular season means a lot for how we get to the playoffs, but really it all comes down to the playoffs.
It does. And, everything you do up to that point, you're trying to prepare. But yeah, once you get the playoffs, everybody starts playoffs undefeated. And then if you have a bad game or you don't, there's no second chances in the playoffs. So you got to be ready to go.
Sounds like your keys to the game, coming out fast and staying consistent. Anything else that is a big key to the game tonight?
Yeah, I think just we got to go with speed. We can't stand around. We got to move our feet, whether it's defending, attacking, just all over the ice. When we move our feet, we usually find success.
Appreciate the time, Coach.
Thank you.
Head Coach Jay Hardwick joining us here on the pregame show. Back with more after this.
Do Right Construction in Detroit Lakes. We do it all, and we do it right. Decks, windows, roofing, siding, doors, interior remodels, additions, garages, you name it. From stunning flooring and custom cabinetry to full home makeovers, our skilled team brings your vision to life with craftsmanship you can trust, on time and on budget. For a home improvement experience that's done right the first time, call Do Right Construction today at 234-1095. Do Right Construction. They do it all, and they do it right.
Detroit Lakes High School is giving students new opportunities to get out of class and get hands-on learning and experience. The Youth Skills Training Program at DLHS encourages, promotes, and supports the development of local partnerships between schools, employers, and community organizations. Students can choose from plant science and greenhouse management, advanced manufacturing, and the Certified Nursing Assistant Program. For more information, call Vern Schnathorst, 218-849-6110. Academies of Detroit Lakes. My future, my course.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $450 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through January 31st, 2026.
U Motors Detroit Lakes, Pelican, and Fargo have been helping families make memories for years now. From the water toys to land toys, they've got every inch of fun covered. Pontoons, dirt bikes, side-by-sides, riding gear, snowmobiles, and more. U Motors knows there's been many smiles and lots of laughter from the days on the water to the miles of trails in the snow. Stop by any of their locations, Detroit Lakes, Pelican, or Fargo, and let U Motors help you find just what your family needs. Online at umotorsinc.com.
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour. The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair on 8th Street in Detroit Lakes is your all-around auto repair. Jeff services fifth wheel hitches, 4 and 5-inch diesel exhausts, gooseneck hitches, brakes, shocks and struts, custom dual exhausts, and mufflers. Jeff's work is fully guaranteed and is now a 3-family member business. Call for an appointment today, 846-9318. Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair in Detroit Lakes, 846-9318.
Hey Lakers fans, our community is lucky to have athletes that display such great teamwork, dedication, and work ethic. At SJE, we look for these same qualities as we build our team and grow our business. We're always looking for passionate team players. If that sounds like a fit for you, consider joining our team today. With multiple open positions and flexible hours, you're sure to find a spot on our roster. Join today by applying at sje.com/careers. For 50 years, we have been proud to be SJE. And good luck, Lakers!
Good luck to our Lakers from everyone at West River Dental. When you visit West River Dental, your smile is their top priority. Their dentist, Dr. John Jordan, along with their entire team, is dedicated to their patients' comfort and well-being. Building a foundation of trust is vital to their success. It's their goal to provide exceptional dental care through individualized service and education for each patient. At West River Dental, they utilize the most advanced dental technology and procedures to ensure a positive dental experience. Good luck, Lakers, from West River Dental.
Yeah, welcome back here to the Ken Freeman Arena. Charlie Nolan broadcasting to you alongside Matt Wimmer as we get set for this boys hockey game. The Lakers hosting the Warroad Warriors here in boys hockey. Should be a fun one and a lot on the line, of course, with it being a section game and it's a coach's vote. Not only does the final score matter, it's kind of how you play the game, too, and trying to get respect. And that's one of the things that the Lakers have been trying to do, Matt, since coming into the section, is trying to make a name for themselves and climb up the rankings, and they beat Thief River Falls earlier this year. They got to win against East Grand Forks. They split later with a loss later to East Grand Forks, but a win here against the Warriors would really put this Laker program on the map at the varsity level.
Well, I think the big thing that you look at is, there's predominantly through the years, it's been shaken up a little bit here and there, but Eastside, Warroad, Eastside, Thief, Detroit Lakes, as the mention. Now it's Warroad, Eastside, Detroit Lakes. You're starting to work your way up that ladder, not just because of the win over Thief, but I think the last couple of years, even if maybe Thief's taken a game away from during the season, I think the coaches, like you said, you look at how you play the game and how the Lakers are playing the game are worthy of the talk of a top 3 team in Section 8 right now. And so a game like tonight gives you that opportunity not only to stay in the conversation, but put a period at the end of it and say we're here to stay.
Take a look at the starting lineups. First, we'll take a look at the Lakers starting lineup. Forwards will be Sully Broughton, Easton Kennedy, Will Simblick. Defensively, Bauer, Walter, Hudson Pettit. Goaltending for the Lakers tonight is Griffin Lindbergh. Starters for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Warroad Warriors. Starting line, Gavin Anderson, Ryan Shagabe, Roderick Jackson. Defensively, Broden Hontvet and Wesley Schreiner. The goaltender for the Warriors is Finn Hansen. He's a junior goalie, 93.3 save percentage, 9-4-1 on the season thus far. 2 shutouts to his credit. Leading scorer for the Warriors is Gavin Anderson. He's got 15 goals on the season. Leading assist getter is Broden Hontvet, 18 assists, and that's from that defense position. He's a fun player to watch, number 21 for the Warriors. He stands 6'4" as well, so he's a presence out there as well. As you take a look at the rest of the lineup for the Warriors, they have the big defensemen, the forwards smaller in stature, but they can really light it up as well.
Yeah, no, there's no question. This lineup is stacked up from top to bottom, and when you look at and you talk about the goaltenders and with Griffin Lindbergh and how well he's been playing, let's not forget about Finn Hansen. He's no slouch himself. at a 9-4 record with a couple of shutouts thrown on there. Not real big in stature, but his record speaks for itself in this schedule that they play, which is definitely as strong as we talked about the Lakers schedule being here in Section 8.
We're going to take another break. We'll be back with our keys to the game as our Snap Fitness pregame show continues after the break here on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes wants to wish the Lakers good luck in the high school sports season. Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes salutes Laker sports and its great tradition. The Lakers have shown us how hard work, dedication, and teamwork is what it takes to succeed. At Sanford Clinic, they resemble those of the athletes with passion, courage, and strength. Sanford Health, Detroit Lakes, open Monday through Saturday, 218-846-2000.
Good luck to our Lakers from everyone at West River Dental. When you visit West River Dental, your smile is their top priority. Their dentist, Dr. John Jordan, along with their entire team, is dedicated to their patients' comfort and well-being. Building a foundation of trust is vital to their success. It's their goal to provide exceptional dental care through individualized service and education for each patient. At West River Dental, they utilize the most advanced dental technology and procedures to ensure a positive dental experience. Good luck, Lakers, from West River Dental.
Look, the big new Old National Bank in town is just trying to make a go for it. But they have a lot of shareholders to please down in Chicago. At Midwest Bank, your local bank, the only person we have to please is you. So we employ people here. We invest in people here. We build businesses here. And if that's the kind of thing you want from your financial institution, we welcome you here to Midwest Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And welcome back here to the Ken Freeman Arena, getting ready for boys hockey tonight. Detroit Lakes hosting the Warroad Warriors. It's time for our keys to the game, brought to you by Ameriprise Financial, Carrier, and Vardy. And as Coach talked about, they want to bring the pressure, not play back. That would be not to the Lakers' advantage. They want to get up in the face of the Warriors and not give them time and space. Play strong defense. Got to help out your goalie. We're expecting the shots. Usually, maybe it'll be more even. Usually when we play the Warriors, they do have the shot advantage. You got to support your goalie and hope that you can clear pucks when they get it in the offensive zone.
Yeah, I mean, you can talk about the fast starts and getting those guys ready and getting in your face. But tonight, with this big, strong, talented, mobile defensive core by this Warroad Warriors team, it's our forwards against their defensemen. Who's going to come out on top?
Keys to the game brought to you by Ameriprise Financial, Carrier, and Vardy, and that's been our Snap Fitness pregame show. As we get ready for this one, puck has been dropped. The Warriors in the black jerseys, black socks and breezers, black helmets, gold numbering. As the Lakers in the white jerseys, red breezers, red helmets, white socks. As the Lakers dump the puck into the offensive zone, 20 seconds in. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by BTD Manufacturing as the Warriors look to break out. And they'll clear it out to the blue line. Offsides here on the Warriors, and we'll get a stoppage 27 seconds in to period number 1.
Well, that first shift, if that's any indication of the speed of the game here, we should be up for a dandy.
I got my Red Bull, Matt, so I'm ready. Ready for the pace.
I might have to call for a beverage at some point. We'll see if we can get someone to hit the concession stands and bring me one of those Russian teas if you're listening in.
Face off won by the Warriors. They'll dump it in. Karam's around the boards. Knocked down there by Griffin Lindbergh out of his net. Simbulik, who's had a really good last couple of weeks, gets the puck along for Easton Kennedy. Kennedy scored his 100th point moment a couple of games ago. He's now sitting at 108 points in his career, 53 goals, 55 assists. As Kennedy gets the puck here into neutral ice. Passes intended there for Simbulik, broken up by the Warriors. Comes free here for the Warriors into the offensive zone. A breakaway to goal! Warroad strikes first, and it's the defenseman Sam Hard scoring his 3rd goal of the season, beating Griffin Lindbergh blocker low. And it's a goal for the Warriors. We take a look at the replay turnovers here as Hard just took that puck away from Bauer Walter at neutral ice and comes in unobstructed. and gets the goal to make the Warriors take the lead, 1-0.
And it started out with a nifty breakout play as the Lakers were starting to come out into neutral. Kennedy with the little turnover there, and then the exchange in pucks at neutral with Walter. But again, right back to what I said in the pregame, talented, mobile defenseman back there for this Warroad team, stepping up into play and scoring that first goal.
Unassisted goal for Sam Hard. 1-0 Warroad leads. As they bring the puck here into the offensive zone, Lakers will take it back. This is the second line, centered by Lawson Justison, Carter Whitworth, also on the line, along with Henry Olsen, who's been really good for the Lakers here this season. The Warriors dumped it the length. Descharm behind his net. It's a bouncing puck, picked up on the bounce by Whitworth, knifed along by Justison, then flipped back in by the Warriors, and the Lakers will have to reset and break it out once again. Rhett Walter, dangerous pass in front of his net, knocked down, picked up now by Justison, out to neutral ice he goes. He gets wedged along the boards, but keeps his footing and dumps it in and goes for a line change.
Little freshman panic there as you weren't sure. I think he thought he was feeling pressure and wasn't, and Turnin just whaled that puck through the middle there, not getting it without getting his head up. Just one of those little hoper passes, and fortunately for the Lakers, it didn't go awry.
Warriors leading 1-0, 59 seconds in. They scored the first goal. Sam Hard, the breakaway goal, and we start to settle in a bit as the Warriors will regroup and then dump it in. Puck goes off the linesman, and it's picked up by the Warriors in the offensive zone. The shots went wide. Chamernick, third line versus third line out now. Lakers with Brody Bender, Hank Schlotteroff, and Riker Zimmerman. The late offsides here on the Warriors. The Lakers will just put it back out to neutral ice. Knocked down by Bauer Walter. And then Chamernick comes in. Backhanded away by Schlotteroff. Good defense here. The Warriors will once again regroup. Cymbaluk comes onto the ice. Pass goes to Sully Broughton, knocked away by the Warriors, and they'll tap it back and forth here at neutral, and they'll pick it up. Here the Warriors in the offensive zone. They'll drive wide right wing. And check there. Samuelson on the receiving end of the check. Played now by Gavin Anderson. Back to the blue line. Honfett with a shot. Right leg pad saved by Griffin Lindberg. 3 shots so far for the Warriors. Lakers have yet to record a shot on goal. Chance here back door for the Warriors. Sitting there for Anderson. Good pressure, though, by Bauer Walter as Hudson Pettit pokes it along the boards. Warriors get to it first, and now Kennedy will break it out to neutral ice, gains the center, and then dumps it in. Puck goes off the end glass, takes a lively bounce off the glass, and picked up by Cymbaluk, who cycles it down to Kennedy. He gets ridden out on the play. Along the far half wall, the Warriors in their defensive zone. They'll play it out. Roderick Jackson, the freshman right winger, gets it in to Shagabe. Shagabe in the near wing, pass in front, deflects the blue line, and the Lakers will pick it up, and that's Easton Kennedy with speed into the offensive zone. Kennedy drives it wide, takes a shot and a save by Finn Hansen. Rebounded by the Warriors, Shagabe, but a turnover, and Olsen tries to play it in deep. The Warriors take it back. That's Broden Honfett. Long distance pass, and it's going to cross 3 lines. It'll be icing against the Warriors. 12:54 to go in the first period. Warriors lead 1-0. They had a good scoring chance earlier, but here's that breakout by Easton Kennedy. Drives it wide and gets a shot on goal. The Lakers' first shot of the game.
Defenseman doesn't try to step up too early, just rides him off professionally off into the corner there, forces Kennedy into an odd angle, but still got a good scoring opportunity. Nice chance for him. He's got to use that speed and try to beat those defensemen, but come into the middle instead of driving wide.
Lakers unable to win the draw in the offensive zone, but they get it back into the offensive zone as Justison puts some pressure on the Warriors' defense. Sam Hard, who scored the game's first goal, he'll exit it off the glass and out of the zone. Lindberg out of his net. He'll swipe it to the near side wing. Check along the boards. Justison, he's mixing it up. He's had a good start to this hockey game. Playing with some intensity, a senior captain for this Laker team. As the Warriors, Sam Hard coming down from the defense. Pinned along the boards by Descharm. Out of the near side wing, that's Mason Reed. Cycles it down to Casey Hendrickson. Hendrickson had his stick lifted by Justison. And then it's played out by Reed. Scrum continues. Now it's Hendrickson. Pass in front, goes off a couple of skates, and now go to the far circle where Whitworth finds it. And Carter Whitworth accelerates through neutral and then dumps it in. Whitworth had a goal in the Red Lake Falls game. Whitworth with 5 goals on the season. Warriors' Sam Hard gets checked by Whitworth, and Zimmerman picks it up for the Lakers and then dumps it in. Warriors behind their own net. Rapentine plays it along the boards. Chamernick stolen. Shot towards the goal by Brody Bender. This is the net. Out of the zone. Pettit picks it up after he gloved it down, then cross corner dumps it into the Warriors zone. Sam Hard filters it along the near side boards. Zimmerman gets to it. And along the boards now, Schlotteroff, he ties up. Pass in front, now goes to the blue line. Walter with a shot off the stick of Hansen to the corner and played out to neutral ice. Dumped in on goal. Hansen will play it to the defense. And the Warriors will enter the offensive zone. That was Humanek. Stolen by the Lakers. Will Cymbaluk into the offensive zone. Cymbaluk with some stick handling moves. Lost the puck to the corner and then gets wiped out on the play. Wrapped around the boards by the Warriors. Held in by Descharmes. Kennedy with a nice juke, and Kennedy with a shot. Big rebound given up. Gets it back on his tape. Kennedy, another shot. This time goes off the side of the net. Good start for Easton Kennedy. A couple of good looks, and this puck is cleared all the way down on net. Lindbergh will play it for his defense. Rhett Walter. Sully Broughton had it in his skates, and he'll look to dump it in on goal. Hansen leaves it for his defense. Broughton gets to it first. Filtered it to Kennedy. Dumps it along the boards. Played now by the Warriors, Ryan Lee. Broken up by Henry Olsen. And now played by Shagabe. Top line out there for the Warriors. Shagabe trying to make a move in front. Lost the angle. And then lost the puck in the process as well, as the Lakers will pick it up in the near side boards. It's Max Descharmes, and he fights through a stick check and dumps it in. Hansen out of his goal, backhands it along the boards. Played by Roderick Jackson, turned over, dumped in by Lawson Justison. 9:37 to go, first period, 1-0 our score. Goal scored by Sam Hard of the Warriors. Warroad leading here in the early stages of this hockey game. Should be a fun one. Shot by Honfett, misses the net, looking for a redirect, never got it. Honfett again gets it at the blue line, this time dumps it in. Along the end wall, Pettit picks it up for the Lakers, and he'll look to break it out. Hudson Pettit, another senior for this Laker team, avoids a hip check. And the puck now played in the offensive zone. Whitworth held in by Justison. Zimmerman some pressure on, but the Warriors will break it out. Casey Hendrickson, second line out there for the Warriors, third line for the Lakers, as Detroit Lakes' Brody Bender turns it over in his defensive zone, and the Warriors will take a long shot that goes off of a skate of Zimmerman. That's picked up on the backhand by Schlotteroff and dumped back in by the Warriors. The Lakers will retrieve deep in their own zone. Behind the net, Rhett Walter, the freshman, feeling pressure, trying to play it along the wing, but the Warriors will intercept. Behind the net, Hendrickson, backhand feed back to the blue line. A wrist shot from the blue line, redirected and then cleared by Zimmerman out of the zone. And the Lakers will make a line change, get that top line back out. Along the boards, the Warriors, Connor Lund, stolen by Sully Broughton. Over the red line, then dumped in as he gained the blue line. Warriors in their defensive zone, filtered along the boards all the way down. This will be icing against Warroad with 8:03 to go in the first period. 1-0 our score. Warriors with the lead.
A good 2-3 minute stretch by the Lakers there, and then everything kind of evened out, went back and forth a few times, and then that pace kind of dropped there after that. But good offensive opportunity and some good pressure by the Lakers for a couple minutes there after that about 10-minute mark, and then now 2 minutes further in.
Kennedy with a shot and a save off the face-off win by Finn Hansen.
Nice face-off win, and then quick draw, quick shot on net, and Finn Hansen coming out makes a good, confident save.
Cymbaluk, right-handed shooter, takes the draw. Easton Kennedy, left-handed shooter, trying to get it back to Kennedy. Tap forward, though, on the draw. The Warriors will wrap it around the boards. Walter will hold it in at the blue line. Sends one towards the goal, goes wide. Kennedy, backhand feed to Cymbaluk. On the boards it goes to Roderick Jackson. Top line versus top line here. Shagabe enters the zone. Shagabe left wing for Anderson, who finds a top shelf goal. Gavin Anderson, the leading goal scorer for the Warriors, risks the shot. Again, blocker side goal here for the Warriors as Shagabe finds Anderson and just what do you do, Matt? I mean, that's just a heck of a first-class shot. That was a heck of a wrist shot.
Well, and it starts with that quick puck movement. I've talked about it over and over on the broadcast. When you come across, you're outnumbered. So it's a 2-on-3 for Warroad. Lakers have 3 players back. That quick exchange at the blue line gives you options to go back to that original pass, but instead that quick wrist shot, not giving Lindbergh a chance to get the puck sized up and look at it, and just labeled in that top shelf over the blocker of Lindbergh. 2-0 early in this game here from Kent Freeman Arena.
So Anderson gets the goal, Shagabe with the assists, and the Warriors take a 2-0 lead here with 7 minutes left, thereabouts. Yeah, often you see on that rush there, you usually see that pass back to the original pass giver, and that time Anderson kind of fooled. I think maybe Griff was expecting that pass back for a move type situation.
Nice little hustle play by Whitworth there, but stuck away, and then coming back into the game there, Riker Zimmerman, a good effort to hold that puck in the zone.
Back out to defensive zone, Lakers third line here in the puck. Oh, extracurriculars there as Schlotteroff gets put in a headlock along the near side.
But back to the driving into the zone. A lot of times you either go for that pass back, or they'll hold on to the first pass too long and get tightened into the defensive core, which then bungles you up, and then there's no way you can make a pass. You end up driving wide, and that happens to Lakers more often than not.
Walter with a nice little snapshot after a faceoff that was won by Schlotteroff.
Again, Lakers winning faceoff, something we've talked about year after year. One of the things that they put a feather in their cap, they win a lot of offensive zone draws.
Right on cue, the Warriors win this draw as they get out to neutral ice. And Honfet into the offensive zone. Defense coming up into the play. Warriors backdoor feed, shot deflected. Oop, off the skate. Pettit with the original deflection. Warriors play it to Schreiner. Ooh, save, I think. Lindbergh got a piece of that puck. Now the Lakers' Bauer Walter plays it up to Zimmerman. Back to Walter. Into the offensive zone. Walter, tough angle shot. Blockered there by Hansen. A deceptive shot that time by Bauer Walter. Had some good mustard on it as well, as the Warriors now break it out and they'll flutter it into the Lakers' zone where Hudson Pettit. It's stolen by Sam Hard. Offensive zone Warriors. Hard trying to get it around Pettit. Warrior shot, and puck glances wide. Out to neutral ice, Cymbaluk. Warriors opportunistic when we've seen the Lakers turn the puck over. Warriors all over it here. Cymbaluk has Kennedy with them, tries to pass it across. Broken up by the Warriors, and here comes Gavin Anderson. Anderson on his back end. Pass goes off of a skate of a Laker and picked up now by Kennedy, and he'll exit the defensive zone. Tries to enter the offensive zone, but a good poke check by the Warriors. Picked up by Whitworth, sends one on goal. Hansen gloved it for a moment, then drops it out of his glove, leaves it for his defense. Under 5 minutes to go here in a fast-moving first period. 2-0 our score. Warriors with the lead. Dumped in here by Gavin Anderson. Scored the most recent goal. Ooh, dangerous here. Lindbergh left it for his defense. Warriors get to that puck. Pass.
Warriors taking full advantage of playing on the small sheet. As you said, they're getting to pucks. We turn over puck, they're right there on it. They're realizing that they got about 3 less steps to take when those little turnovers happen, and they're reading that play really nice, and that's what's giving them the opportunity for these long possessions of the puck.
Lakers will settle for an icing. Not a bad choice here, and we'll get a stop here with 4:12 left here in the first period.
That was the only choice there, Charlie. We could get the puck out of the zone as the Warrior team was starting to buzz around a little bit there.
We see that from the Warriors, too. When things start breaking down, they'll just ice the puck and reset. As we get a defensive zone draw here to the left of Lindbergh on his glove hand side. Not sure if it's by design, but the 2 goals that the Warriors have scored, they've been attacking the blocker side. Here's a hand pass. All the way down. 4:06 left here in the first period.
Referee Murphy, Blake Murphy, Laker alum, he's chatting it up a little bit with the Warroad player there. he missed it. He was standing about 2 feet away. I think you've looked at it. You fooled me on that one. I didn't see you there. But partner caught that, and so we'll take that face-off all the way down.
Hansen face-off to the right of Hansen. Here face-off won by the Lakers once again. Yeah, the Lakers have done a nice job so far in this first period, winning face-offs. One-timer set up there for Kennedy, but Warriors never gave Kennedy a chance to get that one-timer off. Collapsing defensively. As Warroad, their third defensive pairing out there, they'll get it in the offensive zone. What a luxury to have 3 defensive partners on your team. Something the Warriors do have.
Well, we talked earlier with the Laker coaching staff about the depth of this Laker team, and that's the difference here tonight. As you talk about the depth of having the real luxury of having 3 sets of D that can be sent out there at any point in time. You got three of them that are excellent defensemen, above average high school defensemen, and then you got 3 more that can definitely play the game.
Pass here for Sully Broughton. He gets knocked down to the ice. Play continues. Kennedy with a snapshot. Rebound was given, but the Lakers couldn't take advantage. The Warriors will jump on it, gain center, and dump it in. Yeah, 4 full lines here for the Warriors. 4 full lines of forwards. 3 sets of defensemen. Close to being offsides there. The Lakers will dump it in. The puck will go over the glass and out of play. That'll be a stoppage here with 2:49 left here in the first period. 2-0. Warroad leading. Shots pretty equal, 9-8.
Discussing with him whether that draw should be in the zone or not. I haven't seen a replay on it. I think that puck should probably be outside the zone, but we'll take the offensive zone draw. I'm not going to argue with him.
It looked like it was offside too, as the Lakers will win the draw here. Descharm hits it deep. Warriors Schreiner breaks it out, gives it to Mason Reed on the left wing. Reed with a snapshot gloved here by Lindbergh in a stoppage with 2:33 left here in the first period.
Good quick release, but certainly didn't have Lindbergh fooled as he came out. Nice confident save. That's what he needs. Get back out, get those heels out on the crease, come up with that nice confident save, and get your forwards, get you back in the game here.
Justison to take the draw. Tie-up ensues. Warriors turn it over. Henry Olsen will glide to neutral ice. Justison, backhand from a tough angle, and Hansen will let that puck play him a bit, but makes the save regardless with 2:22 left here in the first period. Lawson Justison, anytime you get a shot on goal, it's not a bad idea. Just take a shot. And
he got a little mustard on that backhand too. It makes a goal like Hansen, a goalie like Hansen, come out of the net and have to make that save. And if he boggles it a little bit, you're going to the net and you get that little dirty one, and that's what you're going to have to do to get back in this hockey game.
Another face-off won by the Lakers, unable to keep it in the zone though. As Warroad gets it out to neutral ice and then dumps it in.
Laker defense, I've seen a couple times now, are ringing the pucks or throwing those pucks with those Hoper passes. Those are some unforced errors that you definitely are going to have to go into the locker room and talk about those, because they're causing those. That's what's causing those turnovers and causing extended time in the zone for this Warroad team, and that's the last thing you need when you have a talented bunch like this on the ice.
Yeah, that doesn't help your goalie when you ring in pucks and turning it over. We get an icing here on the Warriors, so we'll get an offensive zone draw. Will Simbulik takes the draw. Wins it back to Kennedy. Quick shot on the face-off win, but missed the net. And the Warriors will again ice this puck, or do they say the Lakers could have played it? No, it's an icing. We'll have an offensive zone draw once again with 1:31 left here in the first period. 2-0. Warroad with lead. Sam Hard scoring the game's first goal, 59-second mark, and then 6 minutes ago, Gavin Anderson got a goal. Shots, though, relatively equal, 10-9.
Whitworth was that Kennedy with a crafty little face-off win there as he was on the forehand draw, just tapping it through, picking it up on the other side of the centerman, and giving himself a scoring opportunity. He didn't get a shot on net, but had a nice opportunity to drive to the net there.
Hard with a shot, blocked by Simbulik. Hard gets it back here for the Warriors. Sends it down. Shagabe trying a wraparound attempt. Gets it back on his tape. Deflected by Pettit. Picked up by Hard. Held in by the Warriors. Roderick Jackson. He's a freshman. Plays around the boards. Pettit. Backhands. Sully Broughton trying to catch up to that puck. 45 seconds left here in the first period. As the Warriors will play it around the perimeter. Shagabe had it in his skates. Pettit came up with it, couldn't clear. Held in behind the net. Bauer Walter feels pressure off the glass. Hard comes down aggressively. Glove it down. Now it's played out to Easton Kennedy. Kennedy lost it as he entered the zone. Pressure by Olsen down to 10 seconds left here in the first period. Good check here by Olsen, trying to get some late period offense here. Walter, tough angle shot, redirect by Olsen. Oh, and a big check there by Whitworth. And that is the end of the first period. Warroad coaching staff kind of thought that maybe that was malicious on behalf of Whitworth there, but no call, no penalty.
Was that Whitworth or was that Olsen?
It was kind of a meeting of two players. It could have been
yeah.
either one. Might be right. But Lakers trailing as we ended the first period 2-0. Warriors ahead on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our intermission report. It's brought to you by U Motors. Right after this, here on the station, you can count on KLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Checking in with Jim at J&K Marine. Jim, tell me about this no-hassle membership I've been hearing about.
Well, Joel, it's the easiest way to take care of your boat. One membership, and J&K Marine handles all service calls, pickups, deliveries, winterization, storage, and even oil changes.
So I don't have to mess with any of that stuff.
Exactly. Plus, members get 20% off parts and accessories. It's customer service simplified.
Sounds like working with the pros.
That's J&K Marine, where you need us, when you need us.
Call today and make lake life hassle-free.
Metal Sales in Detroit Lakes. Proud supporters of Laker athletics. With over 55 years of experience, Metal Sales is the nation's leading manufacturer of metal roofing, wall, and building systems. When it comes to metal panels, no one does it better. Looking for a fresh career opportunity? Metal Sales in Detroit Lakes is hiring. Stop by, apply online, or give them a call to see what's in store for you. Good luck this season, Laker athletes, from everyone at Metal Sales in Detroit Lakes. The Metal Panel Pros.
Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
$5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way. $5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way.
B&M Electric, a full-service electrical contractor that's built a reputation on honesty and service, providing top-quality service at a reasonable price and long-lasting relationships with the best general contractors in the area. B&M Electric is proud that home and business owners alike call them year after year for their electrical needs. The biggest compliment? When their customers refer them to friends. Over 35 years in the business, licensed and bonded. Good luck to all the Laker athletes from Mike and Brenda at B&M Electric.
Look, the big new Old National Bank in town is just trying to make a go for it. But they have a lot of shareholders to please down in Chicago. At Midwest Bank, your local bank, the only person we have to please is you. So we employ people here. We invest in people here. We build businesses here. And if that's the kind of thing you want from your financial institution, we welcome you here to Midwest Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Come hang out at the DLCCC Indoor Pool in
indoor track, indoor backyard. It's all indoors and ready for you to join. And if you're not sure how to work the equipment or where to start, book a session with a personal trainer. Many classes, many levels. Workouts are an important part of an athlete's career. So whether you're a beginner or advanced, the DLCCC has something here for every level and every age. So get started today. It's a great decision. Check out their Facebook page for classes or call 844-4221. Good luck to all the Laker athletes.
VTD Manufacturing in Detroit Lakes is a proud sponsor of the Detroit Lakes Lakers. They're a customer-focused, growth-oriented manufacturing partner providing innovative, customer-specific solutions to world-class brands. They succeed by investing in their people. They know the power of teamwork is what it takes to make a successful company, just as the teams of the Detroit Lakes high schools do as well. VTD is community-minded and loves to see the Lakes area grow. Good luck this season to all Laker athletes.
Welcome back here to the Ken Freeman Arena as we are in our first period intermission. Intermission brought to you by U Motors as Detroit Lakes trails 2-0 to the Warroad Warriors here in boys hockey. Warriors scored the first goal of the game at the 59-second mark. It was an unassisted goal. Sam Hard scored the goal. It was a turnover at neutral ice, and Hard ended up getting a breakaway. It was kind of, I don't know if there was miscommunication by the Laker defense. Often you don't see a turnover from your blue line, and maybe it was a midst of a line change. I kind of missed that. It was right at the minute mark of that first period.
There was a defenseman over on the far side, and it was almost like he didn't recognize the turnover as and instead of collapsing in on the play as the breakaway started, he kind of skated parallel with him but never came to the player. Again, I think it was just a lapse of all of a sudden we had that nice little nifty breakout pass. The puck comes to neutral. As it comes across the ice, I think it was Kennedy gave up the puck, and then there was a little scrum turnover, and the far side defenseman, like I said, just didn't recognize it, of the turnover in the play. The transition wasn't there, and he didn't even move. He kept coming up the ice and then eventually turned back, but it was too late. And when you give a player like that an opportunity to size up your goaltender, take a look at where he's going. It looked like he went straight 5-hole with that, one of those quick little shots, as we see a lot in hockey today, as you come in, because if you can force him back in the net, if he doesn't go down, there has to be an opening low.
Gavin Anderson scored the second goal of the game, and that was another kind of breakdown in the neutral zone where the Warriors entered. It was a 2-on-2. They didn't have an odd man rush or anything like that, but they set it up where entering the zone of Shagabe and looking back and finding Gavin Anderson, who ripped a really nice wrist shot past the blocker of Lindbergh.
In fact, I believe they were outnumbered. It was a 2-on-3, and again, one of the Lakers dropped back. The two stayed up. Decent player gap there, but that quick pass early, and then looked like the three players were kind of waiting for a return pass, weren't sure what was going to happen, and instead of even thinking about it, nice, quick, hard snapshot, and he labeled that thing top shelf. Not a lot Griffin Lindbergh could do about it.
2-0. Our score shots close, 11-10 in favor of the Warriors. As the Lakers, they had a lot of bright spots in that first period. Outside of those two kind of rushes that the Warriors had, it was an equal first period. Really didn't feel like the Warriors were dominating the Lakers by any means. Lakers were winning the majority of the face-offs, and it felt at times like the Lakers had more time on attack in that first period.
Yeah, there was a good stretch. I mentioned it right after it happened. There was a couple short stretches where I felt good about what was going on in that offensive zone. But like you said, this Warroad team's so opportunistic, and on this small sheet, they're jumping on those. They're not giving Detroit Lakes any time at all to size it up, and it's almost like they've made the decision. We're kind of taking this on as we're playing on the outdoor ice, or we're over in the I believe the other sheet over in Warroad's the Olympic over there, and that's got a standard size. We're going to take the idea that we can get to these players quickly, and we're going to have to make plays quickly if we want to beat this Laker team, and that's what they're doing so far tonight to get that score. Again, the game isn't lopsided, but they are up 2-0 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, for the Lakers, what do you change? Do you change anything? You just can't kind of keep playing your game,
no,
right?
I think you need to break it down and discuss a few of those unforced errors that are coming by the Lakers, that are letting the mistakes that are happening. A lot of them are forced by Warroad and how quickly they're jumping on them. but we've had a number of unforced errors where we're throwing pucks around. We saw the one, I believe it was Rhett Walter tried to shift that one early in the period right through the slot. It was almost intercepted. Those are the things you just got to settle down and limit those types of mistakes. That'll give you more of an opportunity to make those nice, clean, again, like the nifty breakout pass that was made before the goal, before the turnover at neutral. A number of those passes, and then we know what the Lakers can do in the offensive zone, and I don't really think that matters the competition. Again, our forwards against their defensemen, and they've got some big, fleet-footed defensemen that aren't going to give up a lot of space. When we get in that offensive zone, they're going to be right in your face. They're going to step up. They're not going to give you a lot of room. So once we do get rid of those unforced errors in the D zone and neutral, that once we get in the offensive zone, we act quickly. When we put as many shots on this goaltender as we can, we get bodies to the front of the net so we can clean up any garbage there. And I think that's how you're going to score your first goal. It's not going to be some clean, neat 3-on-2 fancy play that you've practiced all week. It's going to be something that came off of like the backhand by Justison that gets up in his chest and maybe it drops to the ice and someone's coming in behind it for the garbage. It's going to be a good, hard-working goal and something that you have to get opportunistic just like your opponents.
Yeah, and that's what we saw last year in the section semifinals when we played against Warroad and we had the lead going into the third period. One mark, just a couple of kind of throw the puck at the net and get the goals.
Great example.
All right, we'll take a break. More of our U Motors intermission report will continue after this. We'll be back with our prep spotlight after this here on KDLM.
TV3 is your home for great local programming. We give a voice to our local communities. You can watch on Arvik Cable, on our website, YouTube, and Facebook page.
Layton Media offers a radio corral of 26 stations, including Real Country 102, Wave 104.1, Today's Best Music, Lakes 99.5, Classic Hits, KJ Country 96.5, and KDLM. Follow on social media and stream your favorite Layton Media radio station wherever you are with the Lakes Area Radio app.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour, The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
Detroit Lakes High School is giving students new opportunities to get out of class and get hands-on learning and experience. The U Skills training program at DLHS encourages, promotes, and supports the development of local partnerships between schools, employers, and community organizations. Students can choose from plant science and greenhouse management, advanced manufacturing, and the Certified Nursing Assistant program. For more information, call Vern Schnathorst, 218-849-6110. Academies of Detroit Lakes. My future, my course.
Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair on 8th Street in Detroit Lakes is your all-around auto repair. Jeff services fifth wheel hitches, 4 and 5-inch diesel exhausts, gooseneck hitches, brakes, shocks and struts, custom dual exhausts, and mufflers. Jeff's work is fully guaranteed and is now a 3-family member business. Call for an appointment today, 846-9318. Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair in Detroit Lakes, 846-9318.
Yeah, we'll get back here to the Ken Freeman Arena. It's the U Motors Intermission Report. Teams returning to the ice. We'll be back with the second period in a moment. But first, let's get to our Sales Up Spotlight. It's brought to you by Detroit Lakes Schools. We're highlighting students that rise to the top and inspire others across all areas of school life. Let's meet this week's Sales Up Spotlight. Adriana Flugel is this week's Sales Up Spotlight. Adriana is a junior at Detroit Lakes High School. She recently starred as Sandy in the high school musical production of Grease. Prior to this role, she played Oompa Loompa number 5 in Willy Wonka and Teen Fiona in Shrek. Adriana also volunteers a few Sundays each month as pianist, vocalist at Most Holy Redeemer Catholic Church in Ogama. She's a school ambassador giving tours to incoming students. Some comments about Adriana. She works hard at the tasks that she's given, whether that's ensuring her classwork is completed well, preparing for a role on stage, or practicing music at church. And that's our Sales Up Spotlight, celebrating Lakers riding the waves of excellence, brought to you by Detroit Lake Schools. Adriana Flugel, standout student leading the way through hard work and heart. And if you want to nominate someone or an organization or group, you can go to lakestv3.com, click on the Sales Up Spotlight image. That'll take you to a quick and easy submission form. Type in the name of the nominee along with accomplishments and comments about the student or group. And you can also upload your photos there as well. Sales Up Spotlight, it's brought to you by Detroit Lake Schools. Adriana Flugel, this week's recipient. Team's back on the ice. We're ready for second period action. Lakers go from right to left as we see it here from center ice. The Warriors go from left to right. Easton Kennedy line against Ryan Shagabe line. We're underway as it's poked into the offensive zone by Sully Broughton. Sophomore playing up that top line. He's got 5 points on the season. Looking for a redirect there from the stick of Will Simlick, but it's out of the zone here by the Warriors. Ryan Shagabe into the offensive zone. Shagabe, nice drag past Bauer Walter. Played now to the corner. Shagabe from the right circle takes a low shot on goal. Saved by Lindbergh. Picked up behind the net by Bauer Walter. Pass to Simblick. Dodges a check as he gets it up to Easton Kennedy. Offensive zone. Defenseman Honfett lost his footing. Kennedy with it still. Wrap around off the goalie. And there for Broughton for a moment. Now in the skates here of Kennedy. And it's played by the Warriors and out to neutral ice. Here comes Shagabe. Right side for Jackson. Schreiner, toe save there by Lindbergh. Kicked out and picked up by Kennedy. At neutral ice, Ike brings it in the offensive zone. Lost it there. Broughton will dump it in. The Lakers will complete the line change. Behind the net, Schreiner wraps it around the boards. Gets it to the blue line. Held in. No, offsides. Late offsides. Brett Walter has to tag up along with his line mates. As the Warriors now reset, they'll get it out to neutral ice. Warroad's pass goes into the skates of a teammate, picked up by Justison. Brings it in the offensive zone. Pass goes to Henry Olsen. Olsen rides out his opponent into the corner boards. Brett Walter off the boards, played by Carter Whitworth. Had a nice check at the end of the period. As the Warriors will have their goalie play it out of the zone, and actually it's played out all the way down and icing against the Warriors, and we'll have an offensive zone draw. 15-17 to go, second period, 2-0. Warroad with the lead.
Good even start to this period. The Lakers pushed actually a little more time in this first couple minutes into the Warroad zone, forcing Warroad to ice that puck down. That's what you're looking for, as we've been so successful with these offensives now. Now it's just about sustaining some pressure.
Generating shots on goal here as this puck goes over the, I think out of play. Yep.
Hit the back wall there and then came back. There's only that little gap back there, about a puck width of a gap.
Not a lot of pucks along that wall and glass this year. I do see one right above the Steve Sanitation advertisement. But
we may have recently gone down for a clean out there. I've stressed we should put some Plinko pegs up there and we can play a little game, put some money down if they land in your you buy the slot, $50 winner.
It's not a bad idea.
Good opportunity for the Lakers. Just fanning on that shot was Lawson Justison. I thought he broke his stick.
He's been playing good hockey here in this one. Kind of a spark plug for this second line. As the Warriors hemmed in a little bit. Now they'll get it out to neutral ice. Riker Zimmerman there at neutral ice. Now Descharme plays it to Rhett Walter. Blind feed there to Carter Whitworth. Stolen by the Warriors. Rapentine played off the dasher out to neutral ice. Dumped back in by Descharme. Late offsides here. Lakers and the Warriors will pick it up and send one on goal. Keeping it alive here is Lindbergh. Cross ice pass by Rhett Walter. One touch to Zimmerman. Tried to dump it in and hit a Warrior defender. And the Warriors will tap it back out to the Laker blue line where Descharm. Pass was a little bit behind Zimmerman, picked up though by Bender. Schlotteroff gets tied up behind the net. The Warriors will break it out. Chamernick dumps it in on goal. Oop. Kept alive here by Lindbergh. Off the glass by Walter. Turned over. Warriors with a break and a goal! Wyatt Samuelson hits the crossbar and finds the net as the Lakers turn it over again, and another goal as a result. Here, as we take a look at the replay here, kept alive by Lindbergh moments before this start of this replay, and Bauer Walter unable to clear the puck, and a steal by the Warriors, and wide open Samuelson in front of the net. That's his third goal of the season.
And it's become a typical play by a goaltender, right, Charlie, to put that puck back into play. But I go back to some of the old school thoughts, and once my goalie has that puck in his glove, let's not put it back into play. Let's hold on to it. We'll take the draw. We've been having great luck with the draws already tonight. Gives us an opportunity. It's, again, another opportunity for an unforced error. Then we made that just lets it fester a little bit. Then the puck does get turned over by somebody else on the team. It comes back to the front. But let's talk about the patience of that shooter as he waits and waits. Nobody comes to him. No defense comes to the aid as he gives him an opportunity to set up and get Lindbergh to go down, and then bam, goes up top. So real nice patience by the goal scorer there in Warroad to draw Lindbergh down onto his knees and then find that upper deck for that puck right off the crossbar like he called, and down below for that 3-0 lead here in the second period.
It's kind of no man's land, too. Sometimes we see Griff come out and try to poke check the puck away from the opponent, but kind of
the only fault of him not making that save was him putting it back into the play, in my opinion.
Right.
But again, that's become commonplace. So, but the fact is, leaving someone alone. I mean, he was standing right in the hash marks there, and just giving him so much time to stand there and find, like an NFL quarterback. You give him long enough time, he's going to find somebody to throw the ball to.
That's your J.J. McCarthy.
Oh,
cheap shot.
It wasn't too soon for that either. They're out of the playoffs. We can talk about it.
Dumped out of the zone by the Lakers. Turned over by the Lakers again here as the Warriors put the pressure on. Pettit. Steal here at the blue line. Shot blocked by Sully Broughton. Wrapped around the boards blindly, and an icing here against the Lakers. And we'll get a stoppage with 11:50 to go. Second period, 3-0 Warriors with the lead.
The Rubes would be all over you on that comment, talking about we don't have any linemen to protect him. So.
Did I say that out loud? It's off to the left of Lindbergh. Be Lawson Justison to take the draw for the Lakers. And everybody set here. The linesman trying to make sure it's fair as the Warriors do get the win on the face-off. Wrapped around the boards, coming into a play to Schreiner. Pass in front, couldn't find anybody. Goes out of the zone, out to neutral ice. Hontfett, near side for Schreiner.
We're looking for a penalty there.
Oh, Henry Olsen's going to draw a penalty. Looked like the Warrior player took a run at Olsen, and shake of the head here by the Warrior player that's going to go to the penalty box. That's Connor Lund. Let's take a look at the replay here. Olsen kind of had his head down, and that
it looked clean to me.
And you know, in the defense of Connor Lund, he's a bigger guy than Henry Olsen too, but he did kind of get his hands up. I think it's going to be a roughing penalty.
Yep. Keep the stick on the ice, and you don't have the issue, right? It isn't, if you come in, you can get that hard hit, but as long as those shoulders are down, hopefully you're going to shoulder to chest and knock him down there. And some shucking and jiving with Pettit and with Pettit down there off of that face-off, and they're going to continue to roughhouse a little bit with Sam Hard down there underneath.
Goal, Detroit Lakes! Not sure if Pettit got a piece of it, but it was a shot by Walter.
He definitely got a piece of it. It was just when I was talking about them shucking and jiving with Hart, and then all of a sudden he slipped away from him, and it looked like the other Brent Hontfett was down there close proximity as well, and kind of skated away, leaving Pettit there. It looks like it went off the shaft of his stick.
Yeah, shot taken by Bauer Walter, and redirect in front. Hudson Pettit gets the 5th goal of the season for himself, and the first goal of this game. 3-1 our score. Power play goal for Detroit Lakes here with 11:10 to go in the second period. Walter will get the assist. And Will Simbulik will get another assist. Simbulik now up to 18 assists on the season.
I think I brought up Pettit last time when I saw him down in that role, and I think it's a good role for Hudson down there as long as we got some guys up top that can handle the puck. But he was more playing it like he was a defenseman and not a forward, and they've corrected that issue and allowed him to. You don't want him to be engaged. You want him to separate, and he did just that, and that's what allowed him to score that goal. And then right away, Warroad comes right back down on the attack, forcing Lindbergh to make a big glove save.
Quick one-time shot, glove save, no rebound given up. And for the Warriors, they've committed 61 penalties this season. That's just their 5th penalty power play goal given up to the opponent.
Wow.
So they're 93% on the penalty kill.
Back to the taking penalties sometimes because you can.
Excellent penalty kill and almost 30% on the power play this year as well. Really good power play unit. Haven't seen them yet. 3-1 our score, Detroit Lakes. And the Warriors, Finn Hansen. Neck gets dislodged. He also took some contact from his teammate, Avon Honfet. As we take a look at the replay here on our YouTube feed, kind of breaking down, Honfet goes right into his goalie, and Hansen selling it a little bit as well, falling to the ice. Oh, goalies. Gotta love them. Lakers will get an offensive zone draw to the right of Hansen. Justison trying to win it back. Warriors will control it hard. It's it up to Mason Reed. The Warriors exit the zone. Sam Hard scored the game's first goal. Broken up here by the Lakers. Carter Whitworth. It's out to neutral ice. Hard will dump it back in deep. Out of his net, Lindbergh moves it for Rhett Walter. Around the boards. Warriors get to it. Walter again. Dodges a check. Plays it along the near side boards. Whitworth wipes out on the play. Puck goes corner to corner. Walter. Warriors. Lund in front. Wrist shot off the skate and almost landed on the stick of Lund again on the back door.
Creative passing as he snuck that one through there. It wasn't like he was just throwing it as a hoper. He saw that cross-ice pass and then back to the other side.
Pressure here by the Warriors. Just gave up a goal long ago, and now they're going to get that goal back. Here is a shot by Hard. Big rebound given up. Now another long-distance shot. And a save again by Lindbergh. Couple of saves. Griffin Lindbergh. Oh, and a goal. How did that happen? Warriors get the goal. Mason Reed, his second goal of the season. Kind of just threw it towards the goal. And
exactly what he did.
Lindbergh caught snoozing a little bit here as we take a look at it. Race to the puck, win race to the puck, and hard to tell. I think beat him 5-hole.
It looked like it beat him 5-hole, just got thrown in the net. And it was one of those things that Lindbergh is usually on his feet, but he went down early here, and he's down. As he's down already, he's dropped into that butterfly stance. Stand up straight, face the puck, square up to that puck, make a nice easy stick save there. But again, we go back to throwing pucks at the net, right? And good things happen when you do that, and that was an odd angle. I know Griffin Lindbergh would like the other three. Those are good goals. That one Griffin would sure like to have back.
So Reed gets the goal. 4-1, Warroad leads with 9 minutes to go in the second period.
And unfortunately, that's a big killer after that little momentum change with the power play goal by the Lakers.
I definitely felt like the Warriors, after giving up that goal, came back and were a little angry as the play was held in the Lakers zone for quite a long time. We'll see what type of resolve the Lakers can show here. Down by 3 goals. 8.5 to go. Halfway through this hockey game. It's been relatively back and forth, despite the score being 3 goals in favor of the Warriors. As the Warriors here get it into the offensive zone. Honfet, shot, save. Lindbergh. Walter gets wrapped up. Kennedy picks up the loose puck and skates it forward as the Warriors, oh boy, some pushing and shoving, and then maybe a little slight jab, and now we got some more pushing and shoving on the other end. As we have some melee breaking out on both ends of the ice as the officials try to cool the temper of both sides here. Some coincidental minors. It was, let's see what the numbers are in the penalty box. A couple of, it's going to be Kennedy going to the box for the Lakers here. And a Warrior player looks like Avon Hotvet going to the box, in addition to a few other
They're going to
players.
call those coincidental. I think Blake Murphy, he's going to call 2 separate penalties, knock it down, and I think it's going to be a 4-on-4 hockey game here.
So a little discussion as to
Just
how this will all shake out.
logistics. Just figuring out the logistics of it all. I think it's going to be 4-on-4. I think Murphy called a 1 penalty for roughing and then a retaliation penalty, which would not make him coincidental. That at the far end in the Warrior defensive zone, that little scrum I believe is going to end up coincidental. I don't think that there should be an extra for anybody unless they gave him a second minor for the Warroad player instigating the fight down here, so a double minor.
There's a Warrior player that, right in front of the official, jabbed our Laker player.
But it looks like the extra penalty is going to stem from their defensive zone.
So I think when this is all said and done, the Lakers are going to have a power play.
I think so too. And whether it's 4-on-3 or 5-on-4, I'm not sure.
I think it's going to be 5-on-4 here. Warriors will be a player short.
Interesting.
Lakers scored on their first power play opportunity.
I didn't see how this got started down
I was
in the
watching
D-zone.
the scrum in the Lakers
and
zone.
that's going to be a coincidental or 2 separate minors, but there obviously was an extra down at the far end.
Roughing minors to the Warroad number 21.
The Warriors will get an extra penalty. Kaepernick gets called for the
Along with number 25, Connor Lund. And a double.
All right, so Lakers power play. That's what it's all going to come down to here is some coincidentals and then a penalty on the Warriors. So the Warriors have 3 players in the box. The Lakers have 2. And all of them are roughing.
And one of them was called, Honvet was called for a double minor, but because of the 2 coincidentals, which offset it, the double minor, he can't stay in there for 4 minutes. It doesn't work that way, so they put an extra player in there to serve the second half of his 2-minute minor penalty.
A lot to sort out, but really the Lakers just have a power play here, and no Easton Kennedy. That's the news you need to know. Here's a shot. Stick save by Hansen. Hansen looks a little shaken up, Matt.
They got him right in the melon there, right off the side of the head. He's holding on. He's not happy about it.
Simbulik drops it off here for Carter Whitworth, and then Warriors going to get another penalty called against them. Here's a shot that goes into the padding, and it's going to be a penalty on Honfet. This is Broden Honfet. Avon Honfet is already in the box. Broden Honfet's going to go to the penalty box.
They're going to put. I think the Lakers are going in also.
I don't know what Simbulik did to earn a penalty.
I'm not sure. I thought Whitworth was tied up with him over there. Holding, but I think unless I'm mistaken on the players that were involved.
Matt, we got 4 Warrior players in the penalty box.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at this replay. Simbulik he gets taken out completely.
Yeah, so there's the penalty, and then he holds him as he's going down. So the second retaliation, is that Simbulik or is it?
Simbulik.
Okay, they got the right guy then.
I mean, it's clear as day. The Warrior player definitely late hit. Look, good thing the Warriors dressed the whole, all their forwards here tonight. They got 4 players in the box, almost a whole line. And they're just kind of working out as to how this will shake out. When we take a look at the replay, and Simbulik just gets crashed.
So it's the second part of it here is where he holds him down.
Drags him down. It's a good call. Good call.
I just thought it was Whitworth. I had the numbers messed up over there. I didn't realize it was Simbulik that was in the scrum on that far board. You'll see a number of these players get out at the next whistle.
There's a party in the penalty box here at the Kent as the Lakers have a power play here for another 40 seconds. It's 5-on-4. More coincidental minors. And now you're without Simbulik, you're without Easton Kennedy. Your top couple of power play.
And when that happens, what you want to do is just get some sustained pressure. Well, you don't necessarily need to score a goal in that situation. Just get down and control the puck while you get your players back out and get everybody back to full strength. It's going to be tough to create anything with a mismatched power play like that.
Hudson Pettit wind his way forward in the offensive zone, drops it off here for Sully Broughton. Pass was broken up by the Warriors. And the Warriors back at full strength.
And now we'll see next whistle, we'll see all the penalty box empty out. Should be quite a parade.
I think we're not social distancing anymore. Shot on net, saved by Lindbergh. And
sneaky little shot.
So we're going to get Bauer Walter back out. Easton Kennedy out of the penalty box. Warriors getting a couple of players out as well. 5:52 to go here in the second period. We had no penalties in the first period, but here in the second, it's been busy. Oh, you get another? Oh, no.
Yep. One Laker still remains to.
I'm not sure why they have the penalty on the scoreboard. Disregard that if you're tuning in. It's 5-on-5. Scoreboard right now shows that the Warrior player is in the box.
I think they loaded up the double minor in there as two separate penalties, so it's just running the clock down there. That's why.
So disregard that. 5-on-5 hockey here. Lakers pressuring. Oh, turnover. Kennedy on a breakaway. Kennedy shoots. Honest. Shoulder saved by the goalie Hansen. Great look for Easton Kennedy. Denied by Finn Hansen. Descharmes' shot goes into the ceiling here. Some insulation drops loose onto the ice, and we got to stop here with 5:17 left in the second period. 4-1 our score. What a scoring chance here for Easton Kennedy. He's kind of circling, and that was telegraphed right to him, and unable to score that goal.
And he had a ton of time, and a lot of you out there might be thinking, well, why didn't he go and make a deke? I like the decision, the good, quick shot. You got to score a couple goals here. No panic in it either. It wasn't like he shot because he thought he had to. He saw some opening, he went for it, and just a nice shoulder, like you said, off the shoulder. He had him beat. He didn't get a blocker on it, so I like the decision of the good, quick shot. I really do, as he backed that goalie into the net. Wasn't going to be a lot of opportunity for deking because of at his speed, so good, quick shot. Good decision by Kennedy. Unfortunately, not in the back of the net.
Discussion here with the officials and the folks that control the penalty box area. We're trying to correct the scoreboard to show that.
Yep.
There we go.
Well, hockey coaches aren't that smart usually, so we got to make sure you don't fool them when if that board's up there. You might look up and think you're shorthanded.
Speaking as a hockey coach, I assume.
If you had any intelligence, you wouldn't be coaching high school hockey.
How long did you coach for, man?
16 years.
Puck is played to the corner. Kennedy. The lines are kind of boggled up here. Whitworth, Kennedy, and Riker Zimmerman. Pettit and Bauer Walter back on defense. Towards the goal by the Warriors. Under 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Warriors move it D to D, and a glove save by Lindbergh. Mike Lindbergh using the glove. Baseball player for Detroit Lakes as well. Makes the glove save. Face off to the right of Griffin. 4:41 left here in the second. 4-1 our score. Warriors 2 goals here in this second period. Wyatt Samuelson made it 3-0. Lakers answered back with a goal by Hudson Pettit on a power play. And then Mason Reed 5 minutes ago, the even strength unassisted goal. 4-1. Shot still pretty close here. Is this a shot on net? And then the second chance goes wide. Descharmes plays it along the boards. Sully Broughton trying to clear. Pass goes off the skate of a defender. Broughton lost it there at neutral. Whacked back in by the Warriors. Lindbergh out of his net, leaves it for his defense in front of the Zamboni door. Sam Hard pressuring from that defensive position, coming up into the play. Played back to the blue line. And now played by Lawson Justison. Justison in the offensive zone on his backhand. Throws it towards the goal. Hansen will glove it. Coming out of his net to glove that puck. And a stoppage here with 3:47 left to go in the second. 4-1 our score on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. Lawson Justison drive wide in. Matt, this is probably the best defensive team, the defensive players that we're seeing from the Warriors, some of the best that we've seen all season.
Oh, there's no question about it. This core from top to bottom, they're so talented. And then the other thing that we're seeing is we see some talented players, and we have a couple on our team, but they're undersized, and that's one thing with this Warroad team. They're all big dudes too. It's not just that they're just good hockey players, but they're talented. You've got a high hockey IQ, and then they're, again, big dudes that they can move guys around. They're strong. So it's not only are they good defensively or offensively, like we saw opening the scoring, but defensively, you try to come to the front of the net, you're going to pay the price when you get in there. And they can move. They move those feet real good and keep everybody to the perimeter.
Hank Schlotteroff lifted his head at the last second, which is good that he did, because he was on the train tracks. Wyatt Samuelson was bearing down on him. Fortunately, Schlotteroff looked up last second, just kind of braced for impact, but he did sustain a pretty good check. The Warriors, Lakers thought perhaps they could be the heavier team here tonight, but it's definitely Warroad that's bringing the physicality. And dumped in.
Like I said, they're used to playing. I mean, this is again a little Ken Frame Arena is a little smaller sheet as it is, but they're really taking advantage of being able to get places quickly, and understanding that more than a team coming off the smaller rink and heading to the big ice often has the opportunity to do. They're just taking advantage of the opportunity to get closer for those physical plays.
Simbulik in the corner, plays it back to the blue line. Oh, turnover here. Warriors with a chance. This is Connor Lund, and a glove save by Griffin Lindbergh, keeping this game at 4-1. Griffin Lindbergh making the save, cutting off the angle of Connor Lund as he picked up that puck. Lakers pinch, and steal by Lund, and gets a shot away. Good job by Hudson Pettit to get back and just, he didn't get a stick or a body on him, but just that presence.
It was the angle that he took to get to that position that didn't allow that cutback play that takes the guesswork out of it for Lindbergh. He's able to size up that play. That's a good play by Pettit to take the angle that he did. He starts heading directly at that player. That gives him the opportunity. He takes a tighter angle, and that's going to give the opportunity to cut back, and that's going to spell trouble for Lindbergh, because then he's got some work to do. This way he could stand up, stay stout, and make a nice hockey save.
Henry Olsen it out to neutralize. 2:23 left here in the second. The top line out there for the Warriors. Ryan Shagabe, Gavin Anderson, Roderick Jackson. And relatively quiet since the first period. And the Warriors get it to the Laker blue line. Backhanded by Walter. Bouncing puck. Settled by Pettit. So brings it back into his own zone off the glass. Turnover here. Warriors shot saved by Lindbergh. Hontvet into the corner. Feet in front. And a chance for Gavin Anderson as the net comes loose. And we'll get a stop here with 1:52 left here in the second period. You know, continue to beat a dead horse, but turning the puck over in your own zone against this Warrior team is going to lead to chances. And once again, Gavin Anderson with a good look.
And it leads to chances quickly. You know, they're not messing around with it. Although right at the end there, Gavin waited with the puck, tried to open something up, and took a little hit there. But for the most part, they're turning those pucks over. They're taking advantage of, and then they're firing the puck on net immediately.
Held in by Schreiner to the corner. Rhett Walter plays it to Descharmes. It's checked by Samuelson. He's got a goal tonight. Played down to Shamernick. Lakers come away with it. Easton Kennedy takes charge. Minute and a half to go here in the second period. 4-1 our score. Kennedy, lead pass for Simbulik. The corner boards. In his skates. Kennedy gets it back. Scores! Easton Kennedy makes it 4-2 with 1:21 left here in the second period.
Little miscommunication by the Warroad defense as they drove down, using his speed to get in the middle, then a little push pass to Simblick as that puck comes out of the corner, and as he flat out beats the goalie around the bend there. No defense there to stop it. Good patience. As we talked before, a lot of players try to jam that in early, but he holds that puck on his tape, strings it all the way around. Great patience by Easton Kennedy. That's how he scored. That's that goal comes off of a nice patient play, holding on to it. Good hustle play to get that puck in the zone. And Buzz Flat beat him with that speed of that line.
How about Will Simblick with that pass? He's tied up in the corner and just kind of got that puck out to Kennedy. And again, that patience, as you mentioned, by Easton Kennedy, and the Lakers cut the deficit to 2.
That puts you in a good spot. 1 minute, a minute and 13 seconds here in this second period. Puts you in a good spot, a little momentum going into that second period. Now you want to finish this period strong. Good hard push into that offensive zone and hold that puck down there. Get that puck below the goal line. Try to generate something from there.
Neutralized face-off, controlled by the Warriors into the Lakers zone. Bauer Walter flips it out to center circle. Minute left here in the second period. 4-2 our scores. We get an offside call on the Warriors.
That was that bench in the second period as they came out of their bench on that side. He was off it. And good call by the official to see it. That's a young official, young linesman. I think I heard it was Cade Woods, who would be a Wadena product over there. Graduated not too long ago from Wadena High School. We've seen him on the Laker ice. He's no stranger to Kent Freeman Arena, so nice to see some young guys out there getting into the sport.
Yeah, I think it's been a great officiated game. They've kind of let some of the ticky-tack stuff go, and when they've needed to call a penalty, they've done that. Henry Olsen, offensive zone, redirected to goal! Will Simblick! Hit 3-point night for Will Simblick as he scores the goal. And the Lakers down by 1, 4-3 with 32 seconds to go here in the second period.
Exactly like I said, you just want to push that puck deep in the zone. Nothing fancy, just a good hard shot and a redirect by Simblick. Just tip the stick, up into the corner. And again, Hansen, a little shorter in stature, he ended up down, and that opened up that glove side wide open for the plate for that puck to jump right in there.
Henry Olsen getting that assist on that Will Simblick goal. So a 3-point night, 2 assists, and now at a goal. And give Kennedy an assist as well. It's Henry Olsen with the first helper, that primary assist. Again, Lakers neutralize so important, and we see Henry Olsen get that pass. And it's actually Bauer Walter that should get that on that replay. It was Bauer Walter that passed that puck to Henry Olsen. Advantage of replay for us. But Bauer Walter passed it to Olsen, and then threw one towards the goal, and Will Simblick stick on the ice. That's the goal. 4-3 our score. 3 seconds left here as we get a scrum in the corner of the Lakers zone. A Laker player goes down hard. At the end, as a buzzer sounds, that's Kennedy who got pushed down. And we will see how things end here. Keep it here as the scrum breaks apart. And let's take a look here as Kennedy kind of in a vulnerable spot. It wasn't much. Kennedy might have sold it a little bit as well as Aiden Hontvet, guy that pushed Kennedy.
Well, I think everybody saw the same thing.
I think it's a good no call from the officiating crew here.
You got to realize there's going to be, with the pressure that the Lakers put on there at the end and dumping in those last 2 goals with a minute left and roughly a minute left, roughly 30 seconds, that's going to create a little frustration for this Warroad Warriors, who at one point at 4-1 were thinking they're going to walk away with this thing.
Yeah, great resolve by this Laker team. We said that. How are the Lakers going to respond down by 3? And the Lakers have come back and made it a 1-goal game as we go into the third period. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our second period intermission report next. You're listening to Laker Hockey on the station you can count on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Looking for trusted appliances with hometown service? D&D Repair and Appliance is your full-service, family-owned appliance store, proudly serving the Lakes region for over 35 years. They carry KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, brands you know and trust. Plus, they offer delivery and installation so you can shop local and get it delivered right to your home. Visit them at 1050 Highway 59 South, because when you choose D&D Repair and Appliance, now you're talking value.
Come check out the Boys and Girls Thrift Store and more of Detroit Lakes. They've got the largest selection of thrift family apparel in the upper Midwest, all at low everyday prices. The B&G Thrift Store and more has been voted the best thrift discount store in the Lakes area. From truckload sales to outdoor living furniture to thrift items, they cover everything you could possibly want. Shop Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 7, Sundays 10 a.m. to 5. The Boys and Girls Thrift Store and more is a proud supporter of all Laker athletics.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
Roll-off containers from Haug Incorporated are perfect for any project. Don't let your project become bigger than you thought it'd be. Maybe you're in need of Haug's roll-off containers for your construction projects. Haug significantly reduces disposal costs often made by big, bulky trailers while doing the dirty job of taking the debris away for you. The big roll-off containers will handle your demolition, no problem. Call Haug Incorporated today for your roll-off containers. 218-847-7391.
Winter at the Lakes should be cozy, not chilly. If your furnace is acting up or your home just isn't staying warm, turn to the kind, knowledgeable team at Laney's at the Lakes. Their friendly employees treat you and your home with care, providing reliable heating service you can feel good about. From routine heating system checkups to timely repairs, they're here to keep your home warm and comfortable all winter long. Laney's at the Lakes. Heating you can trust from people who care. Call today, 847-1309.
John here from Channy's 2 in Detroit Lakes, your trusted local auto shop for over 50 years. As the Lakers hit their athletic season, making sure your car is ready is a must. The Channy's 2 team is here to keep your vehicle performing at its best with honest, affordable, and reliable service. If you're heading to the arena or traveling out of town, the Channy's 2 team has your back for all your travels. Whether it's tires, brakes, engine repair, suspension alignment, or AC service, we're honored to serve you with reliable and expert car care. It's what we do at Channy's 2, 847-4252.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier & Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Make the decision for Precision. Precision Printing. Their business is helping your business. Precision Printing is the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. For quality printing that won't break your budget, make the decision for Precision Printing. Creative sales pieces, flyers, brochures, letters, invoices, and more. Plus free pickup and delivery from the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. Make the decision for Precision. 847-3101 or visit them at 219 Front Street in Detroit Lakes.
Back here to the Ken Freeman Arena. It's our U-Motors intermission report. After 2 periods of play on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard, the Warroad Warriors lead Detroit Lakes 4-3. Lakers were down at one point 4-1, but they've answered back, got 2 goals, and made things interesting as we go into the third period. There was no penalties in the first period, 9 penalties in that second period. We won't go through them all, but the Lakers did have a power play goal in that second period. Hudson Pettit scored the power play goal. That was just after the Warriors made it 3-0 when Wyatt Samuelson scored. The Lakers answered back with a Hudson Pettit goal with 11:10 to go. Bauer Walter and Will Simbulik on the assist. The Warriors made it 4-1 when Mason Reed scored with 9:15 left. That was an unassisted goal. And then the Lakers in the last 2 minutes scored 2 goals. Easton Kennedy scoring the first goal with 1:17 left. Will Simbulik with the assist. And then Simlik on the goal, found a goal as well as he scores with 32 seconds left. Henry Olsen and Bauer Walter with the assist on the Simlik goal. And 4-3, Matt, and it's a new hockey game right now.
Yeah, there's no question. Obviously, the shots are a little bit lopsided, but not completely out of whack at 18-27, and we're real close to that. I've got a little difference, but not worth mentioning. The share of the share of the ice time in either zone was pretty equal, and Lakers taking some advantage of their scoring opportunities, which that's one thing we've seen in the past where the Lakers will get those opportunities and then squander them away. Well, not tonight. They've had the only one really, and that was, again, Kennedy. I like the decision. The goaltender made a nice save or got his body in the right spot, but I liked the decision, the quick reaction. Instead of trying to do something fancy, let's get a good hard shot on net, which he did. So the Lakers, with the opportunities they've been given tonight, they've taken advantage of those and popped 3 in. Now it's a matter of coming out and sustaining that pressure. Again, some of it was fired up by Pettit scores that power play. Warroad comes right back down and scores again. So it was fired up by that a little bit. But the Lakers, with a couple of real nice plays, and took advantage of them and finished them off at the end.
Yeah, and some rushes, too, that we saw that the Warriors were able to score goals on. The Lakers taking advantage of some rushes themselves. So 4-3 is our score. Detroit Lakes trailing by 1, but it's going to be a fun third period here from the Kent. We'll be back with third period action here in a moment. We'll also take a look at what other games are happening on the schedule here in boys hockey, as our U-Motors Intermission Report will continue after this here on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes wants to wish the Lakers good luck in the high school sports season. Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes salutes Laker sports and its great tradition. The Lakers have shown us how hard work, dedication, and teamwork is what it takes to succeed. At Sanford Clinic, they resemble those of the athletes with passion, courage, and strength. Sanford Health, Detroit Lakes, open Monday through Saturday, 218-846-2000.
Good luck, Lakers, from Bluebird Books in Detroit Lakes. Bluebird Books carries new books for all ages and interests. They also have a great assortment of local art, candles, cards, candy, and many other gift items. Their friendly and experienced staff can help with book recommendations for yourself or for a gift. And if they don't have the book you're looking for, they'd be happy to order it for you. Bluebird Books is open 7 days a week, located on Washington, downtown Detroit Lakes, and online at www.bluebirdbooks.store.
Principal Mortgage Group Incorporated, number 194185, a locally owned mortgage broker committed to providing clients with excellent customer service, combined with competitive mortgage rates. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, purchasing or building your dream home, refinancing an outstanding mortgage, consolidating debt, our highly experienced team of mortgage professionals can help make your dreams come true. Contact Craig, NMLS number 195006, Rob, NMLS number 320509, or Julia, NMLS 537109 at 844-7466.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
A Foltz building speaks for itself, but our customers say it best. This is Nick Bowers with Foltz Buildings in Detroit Lakes. From garages to commercial spaces, machine storage to toy storage, our experienced team delivers top quality construction tailored to your needs. See our work firsthand. Visit our models any day of the week on Highway 10 West in Detroit Lakes. Call 218-847-3281 for a free estimate. And read real customer reviews at foltzbuildings.com.
From the first little Laker to the now senior Lakers, Lake Sports Shop has been equipping those kids with the best and safest equipment in the Lakes area. Lake Sports Shop in Detroit Lakes, also proud to be the best location for hunting gear, winter gear, summer water toys, birthday gifts, holiday gifts, and just your all-around Lake Sports Shop. Good luck to all of the Laker athletes, whether you're just starting out or now seniors. Lake Sports Shop in Detroit Lakes, a proud sponsor of all Laker athletes. Lake Shirts has been named the Lakes area's best place to work for years now. and with good reason. Friendly people, casual dress, flexible scheduling, great profit sharing, and dogs at work are just a few of the ways that Lake Shirts stands out. And Lake Shirts is currently looking for great people like you to join their team for part-time and full-time positions. Check out all of the current openings at lakeshirts.com and come see why life's better in a t-shirt. Lake Shirts, a proud sponsor of Laker Sports.
Fall is the season of cozy nights, crisp mornings, and gathering where it feels most like home. Why not find your happy place right where the leaves fall? Whether it's a cabin at the lake or your forever family home, My Kind of Bank makes it easy. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and friendly local experts, they'll guide you through every step of the home buying journey. Buying, refinancing, or upgrading, My Kind of Bank is ready when you are. Visit mykindofbank.com or stop by today. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Yeah, welcome back here to the Ken Freeman Arena. Charlie Newland broadcasting to you alongside Matt Wimmer and our TV3 crew of Raina Zima and Cale Daniels as we get ready for third period action. Lakers in boys hockey trailed the Warroad Warriors 4-3. But Lakers with 2 goals in the final 2 minutes of that second period and kind of new momentum, new feel to this game. Let's take a look at what we have coming up on our streaming schedule on TV3 and also on KDLM. Got girls basketball ahead this week. And we'll also have boys basketball. Girls basketball versus DGF on Tuesday. Albany on Thursday. That DGF game will be fun. The Rebels have a really good basketball player. So it'll be fun to see that on Tuesday. And boys basketball versus St. Cloud Apollo. That's a big rivalry game. And a lot on the line for the Lakers. If they can win that game, potentially get up to the 2 or 3 seed in the section. For this boys hockey team, they have a big game coming up this week on Thursday. They have Sartell. They'll be on the road at Sartell on Thursday, and if the Lakers can win that game on Thursday, the Central Lakes Conference is all but theirs.
Sure. No, that Central Lakes Conference has become, the old Mid-State, there just wasn't a lot of meat there, but with the Central Lakes, there's actually a little something to play for there, and unfortunately, they don't cross. There's no lot of crossover with Section 8 hockey, and the conference has nothing to do with whether you were to advance in the playoffs. But nice feather to put in your cap to come in and win that Central Lakes Conference.
Take a look at some other games happening today. East Grand Forks took on St. Cloud Cathedral. That's a rematch from last year's state championship. And the Green Wave got the win against St. Cloud Cathedral today, 6-1. Tucker Lovejoy with a hat trick in the win for East Grand Forks. And they start to just really ramp it up. The Green Wave do. When we get closer towards February, we get closer to the playoffs. And, East Grand Forks last year in the section playoffs, they were unheralded. Everybody thought, it's Warroad's section to win this year. And East Grand Forks comes out of nowhere, wins a section, and then goes on, wins a state championship.
I think that's something they do really well over in Grand Forks, and we've seen it year after year after year. Because we play them early in the season, right? And that's generally that game that gives us a chance. Or this year we beat them, and then we come back a couple weeks later. It's a 6-1 hockey game, a little lopsided. And that East Grand Forks team, they just continue to build and build and build throughout the season.
Other games happening today: Kitson County Central. As we get a final on the football game going on right now. We got Denver up on Buffalo 30-27. Other Section 8A games today: Kitson County Central takes on Watt Breck. Park Rapids versus Lake of the Woods. Thief River Falls hosting Fergus Falls. Other games of note: Hibbing takes on Orono. Northern Lakes taking on Proctor today. That's a top 15 matchup. So
looks like a
busy day in boys hockey.
Final on that Fergus Falls over Thief River, 3-0, which is
That's a surprise.
A big surprise. And we got there's a number of hockey games, tons of games going on today. A lot of them already finished up as it is Saturday, and so they'll play those games a little early. St. Thomas over Benilde St. Margaret 5-1. Is a notable game here.
Matt, I was looking at, we get the puck drop here. I was looking at Warroad. The last time that they won a state championship, 2005. It feels like it's been more recent than that, but 2005, last time the Warriors won a state championship. 4-time state champions, 2003, 96, and 1994, go along with 2005. 8-time runner-up. Get the face-off here. The Lakers break it out of the zone. Can they ride the momentum that they gained in the second period? Close to being offsides here. Lakers get in onside into the offensive zone. Kennedy gets wrapped up behind the net. Shove there on Hontvet. The Warriors will try to break out. Gavin Anderson is it out to neutral ice. Lakers will drop it off here. This is Sully Broughton with a shot. That's deflected and picked up by Shagabe. Shagabe 1 point away from his 100th point in his career. He had an assist earlier. 37 goals, 62 assists in his career. He's a senior, Ryan Shagabe. As the Lakers, Easton Kennedy dumps it in on goal, and Hansen make a stop on that dump in.
Yeah, it was a little dump in, but that was on purpose. I'm going to give him a shot on net for that. I don't do that a lot when they're outside the zone, but that was a scoring opportunity in my book.
There's a difference between a shot on goal and good scoring chance. That's definitely a shot on goal. Warriors dump in. Lindbergh hits it for Rhett Walter. Took too long. Sam Hard, he'll take that puck away, but then he gets wrapped up by Lawson Justison as they tangle. Justison comes away with the puck. Retrieved by Rhett Walter. It's shoved to the ice. Warriors finishing their checks. As Justison wraps around the glass and sends it the length, this will be icing on the Lakers. And we'll give a defensive zone draw with 14:53 to go in the third period. 4-3 our score. If you're just tuning in, the Warriors jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Lakers answered back, made it 3-1, and then the Warriors made it 4-1. And then late in that second period, the Lakers, a couple of goals, Kennedy and Simblick scoring. Lakers third line out versus the third line of the Warriors as Warroad couldn't hold the zone. It's dumped back in, though, by the Warriors. Near side corner. Hudson Pettit fends off a check. Far half wall. Backhanded out of the zone by Hank Schlotteroff. Warriors back in. Pass. Shot. Side of the net. Ryan Lee took that shot. Missed the net. Lakers will now have to break it out. This is Brody Bender. And he'll dump it in and go for a line change. Walter holds the zone. Simblick, fresh from the bench, comes onto the ice. In the three-point night for Will Simblick. To Rhett Walter. Shot, rebound given up. Goes to the far half wall. Puck on edge as it goes to the near side boards. Simblick, it's wrapped up. Sully Broughton. Reinforcement, plays it around the boards. To the far half wall. The Warriors try to clear, held in. Now the Warriors do send it the length. Icing on the Warriors.
They're going to wave that one off.
Wave it off.
Came off. I think it might have came off the Lakers' stick there as they were jamming it around on that, up on the high end of the half boards there near the blue line.
Dumped in here by Rhett Walter. Some dump and chase hockey from both sides as the Warriors will gain center. Schreiner will dump it in. Next to Sharm, finds it in the near corner. Shifts the puck off to Henry Olsen. Olsen is checked along the wall by Broden Hontvet. 6'4" defenseman. Applies a check. Cycled by Lawson Justison. Schreiner plays it to Hontvet. Cross ice pass to Gavin Anderson. Top line back out here for the Warriors. Anderson. Stolen by Olsen. Justison pokes it along and dumps it into the Warriors zone. Hansen out of his net. Fields the puck and sends it 2 lines. This was touched. No, it was not touched. It's an icing against the Warriors. And we'll have an offensive zone draw with 12:37 left here in the third. 4-3. Warriors lead.
Intended for Roderick Jackson there. He thought he had a stick on it, and then he realized he missed it, and he thought maybe he had fooled the official and shook his head after he saw the call and went to the bench.
I think Schlotteroff will take the draw. Schlotteroff, Bender, and Zimmerman. Controlled by the Warriors, wrapped around the boards, the near side wall. Out of the zone it goes. Pettit flings it off the boards. Gets it back on his tape now. Plays it off the glass. Sam Hard gloves it down. Broken up by Bender. Dumps it in. The Warriors will retrieve the puck. Held in by Walter. Stolen by the Warriors and played back out to neutral ice.
He was tripped up there, and I was looking for a penalty, and I realized that I think he was tripped up by his own player.
Ooh, there's a penalty.
There's one.
Yep, that is a penalty on Hudson Pettit. Or it could be Zimmerman, actually. If they're going to go with the hooking route, actually might be Riker Zimmerman. I thought it was the Pettit finish, but it was the Zimmerman hook prior to the...
Nope, Pettit's going in. Actually,
nope,
Pettit's
Zimmerman.
not going in. Riker Zimmerman's going in with the hook.
So watch this exchange.
I didn't realize Riker is in that ruckus. There he is.
There.
Okay, I see it.
So Zimmerman, third line winger, gets called for hooking, and the Warriors on the power play, and this is a excellent power play unit. 30% on the man advantage. First power play chance here for the Warriors.
Minor penalty being assessed for the Lakers, number 15, Riker Zimmerman.
Zimmerman to box for hooking.
2 hits for hooking. That penalty comes at 5:15 of the third.
Pettit gets tied up. It's cleared by Cymbaluk, the length. Finn Hansen out of his net trying to play that puck. Kennedy was putting some pressure on. Hansen was almost in no man's land there, Matt.
You know, the boards are dead here when those pucks come in like that, and I think he was waiting for a lively action, like he's got it home to bounce off that board, and it never came. So I think he had to skate an extra 10 feet to get to the puck.
Dumped in by Kennedy. Hansen out of his net. He likes to play the puck as he drops it off here for his defense. Hontvet. Long outlet pass, connected with Jackson. Cross to Shagabe, bottom of the circles. Shagabe gives it to Gavin Anderson. Anderson back to the blue line. Broken up by Justison, good active stick. Hontvet to Hontvet. This is Broden Hontvet to Anderson, left circle goal. Second time Anderson has beaten Lindbergh with that wrist shot. And it's a power play goal, 5-3 our score with 10:29 to go in this third period.
Well, take a look at that replay. I think Lindbergh actually even got a piece of it there, but it was through traffic. And boy, I tell you what, he found that hole and fired it right through there. That shot was labeled. He knew where he was going with that puck.
So Gavin Anderson gets his 17th goal, second of the night, 17th goal of the season.
A lot of patience by that Warroad power play. You can see why they're 30%. They weren't concerned about the one icing. They weren't concerned about running that clock down to 30 seconds left on that power play. They were waiting for the right opportunity and the right time to score that goal, and they found it. It was unfortunate for the Lakers as they were doing a pretty nice job killing off that penalty. If they could have weathered that storm, it would have been a big shot in the arm to continue this second period and the momentum that they started at the end of the second, or continue this third period with the momentum they started at the end of the second.
Milestone there for Jason Shagabe. That's his second point of the night. He's now at 100 points in his career. 37 goals, 63 assists.
Offside.
So the Lakers now down by 2 again. Chance to see the resolve of the Lakers here with 9:58 to go in the third. Down by 2 as we more look at that goal by Anderson. Was that deflected or was it in?
I don't think it was deflected, but I think right at the last, I think Lindbergh did get a piece of the leather on it before it went in the net.
Sam Hard, captain, plays it along for Connor Lund. Stolen by the Lakers and then iced. If it has enough steam, it will be icing, and it does. And the Lakers will have a defensive zone draw with 9:44 left here in the third.
The ice sheet's starting to get tilted a little bit in that Warroad direction as we get into this third period, especially after the amount of time they spent in the zone on that power play. If the Lakers are going to have to really pull something out to push that puck and sustain some pressure in that offensive zone.
Justison to take the draw, wins it back. Walter backhanded out by Whitworth and then sent back in by the Warriors, and the Lakers will have to once again try to break it out. The pressure turned up, as you mentioned, Matt, by the Warriors. Turnover by the Lakers. Helmet saved by Lindbergh, and then a whistle. Not sure why. Maybe the strap on the helmet of Lindbergh came loose.
That's interesting. They stop on that. I understand the strap comes loose, but I guess that is considered a goalie equipment malfunction, which then does stop the play. But wasn't like he lost the helmet.
And there was a scoring chance there for the Warriors.
Now they're not going to let the Warriors change either.
Okay. 9:25 left here in the third. 5-3 our score. Warriors leading. Another face-off won by Detroit Lakes. Lakers clear the zone, but Warriors send it right back along. And now Sully Broughton fans on the pass. Lost his footing. Sits there for Simbolek, who gives it now to Kennedy from a tough angle. A wrist shot goes wide. Odd sequence of events there, but Lakers almost had a good scoring chance there as the Warriors now send it back in the Lakers zone. Walter along for Broughton. Hansen out of his net. Plays it off the glass. You like an active goalie? The one that plays the puck?
Yeah, absolutely. I like
as a coach.
And it's all about the coaching of him too, because you got to look at the skill set that he brings to the table. But there's no question, I like to see an active goalie. I like to see him playing the puck, and as long as he understands that there's a time and a place for it, they can be a major league asset. In fact, I think it was you brought up 05. They had Warroad had a goaltender that was. I think he had 7-8 assists on the season, maybe more. Every time teams would try to ice the puck because they were so good that they'd sustain that pressure, he'd come out and cut off the icing if they weren't looking for a line change.
Mason Reed's going to score his second goal here, Matt. A screen in front, and Mason Reed, his second goal of the night. He entered the game with only one goal, and he's had two here tonight. Gets fed on the left wing, and that's tough. Griff just didn't see it cleanly.
Well, it's that sustained pressure by this Warroad team, and again, that traffic in front of the net. You brought it up at the beginning. You got to support that goaltender, and we know that Griff's going to make those saves if he can see them for the most part. But that one, there was a heavy traffic in front of him. Not a lot he could do. And these Warroad kids, from top to bottom of this lineup, again back to the depth, every one of them can shoot. When they get an opportunity to score a goal, we're seeing that they are picking a spot and they are shooting it there. Just like the very first goal. Comes in, sees that 5-hole open up, snaps that puck right in there. No wasted time, no get caught thinking, just picking a corner and firing that puck.
Mason Reed gets his second goal of the night, third of the season. Big rebound given up after the shot, zone entry shot by the Warriors. Lakers able to get it out to neutral ice. Dumped back in by Warroad. Charm, Warriors in a line change here as the Lakers, Brett Walter plays it forward and sends one on goal. Sticked aside by Finn Hansen. Played out to neutral ice here. Roderick Jackson, top line back out for the Warriors. Shagabe fed in front. Anderson right on the doorstep. He's looking for number 3. A good chance at it. Kennedy, a little toe drag, enters the zone. Dislodged by Hard to Shagabe. Trying to handle a bouncing puck. Swipes it down to the end boards. And Hudson Pettit plays it off the boards. Held in. Pettit with the Laker first goal tonight. Power play goal. 6:48 to go here in the third. Simbolek reroutes and gives to Bauer Walter. And it's knocked down by Jackson. It would have been a hand pass if he would have touched it, but the Lakers touched it first. Ooh. Lively bounce here as Lindbergh got
and
his
an odd
net.
bounce came right off of the TSP training sign down there and ricocheted right out into the ring.
2-on-1 here. Kennedy rebound goal! Henry Olsen gets the goal. And it's 6-4 with 6:13 left here in the third period. Henry Olsen, a garbage goal.
Great follow-up goal by Henry Olsen there. And again, another good decision by Kennedy. I've seen him overhandle the puck here and there. Not tonight. Tonight he's making good, smart choices when he shoots that puck. There, hey, I don't want to go up top. I got somebody with me. I'm not going to jam a puck across. I know I got somebody with me. I'm going down low. We're going to get that rebound, and then just an excellent follow-up goal by Henry Olsen as he comes in, stick on the ice, and he's sure about it, puts that thing in the back of the net, and gets this Laker team to within 2 goals, once again with 6 minutes left in the third period.
Yeah, that changes the complexion, changes everything. If you're down by 3 with about 5 minutes left, the odds of coming back. Now you're down by 2.
And now you're looking, and in my opinion, I'm looking at this game as and the importance of this game, and I don't care about the look and keeping the game close and maybe hoping. I'm looking at talking to my team that about 4 minutes left, I'm going to start looking at pulling this goalie and see if we can't pop one in. If we don't get that momentum swinging back our other way and are able to do it 5-on-5.
Redirect on net. Lindbergh making that save. That's not an easy one to make, but he does after the redirect by Connor Lund. And 6-4 our score as the Warriors, right after giving up that goal, they get a good scoring chance here on a redirect from a shot from the blue line. Saved by Lindbergh. Face off to the left of Griffin. Kennedy line back out. Probably see more of that top line as well. Might see some shaking up here at the end as well. Get your best players out there. Oh, turnover and a shot on net. And Mason Reed, he's close to a hat trick. Had a good scoring chance on the doorstep.
As happy as I've been with Mr. Kennedy's decision so far today, Lindbergh's been with some of those putting the puck back into play. He's making his job a little more difficult than it needs to be. That's an easy cover-up. You're going to end up with the same result, but without the scoring chance.
Sent towards the corner, the Warriors attacking with 5:25 left here in the third. 6-4 our score. Detroit Lakes trailing by 2. Hudson Pettit. Stolen. Warroad, D-to-D, Avon Honfett. Oh, kept alive here by Lindbergh after making that save. He played it forward. Sully Broughton gets taken out on the play. Yeah, tripping call. Tough one. 5:02 left here in the third as we watch the replay. Tough one.
Tough there. He did look like he submarined him a little bit, and he didn't necessarily get the hip on. Did they get skate to skate? Is that how that result?
That's
Nevertheless, we got a 2-minute power play for this Laker hockey team who's had some success on the power play this season. So this is the time to do it.
So power play, third power play of the night. The Lakers 1 for 2 thus far. And the Lakers are going to go a player short. Tripping call on the Lakers. Offensive zone penalty. Rhett Walter, 2-minute minor. Trip.
And you just got to get a hip on him. You got to get a body on him. Rhett's not real big in stature, but he's got an opportunity. Just all you got to do is slow that player down. They're not going to get an on-man rush. They're already down a man. They're just looking to get the puck out of the zone. You cannot afford to take an offensive zone penalty, especially when you're up a man.
That's a heartbreaker there. But the Lakers now 4-on-4. Minute 35, and then it'll be a brief power play for the Warriors. 17-second power play for Warroad. There's Sam Hard. The game started with a goal. He gets a shot on net. Lindbergh with the save. So 4-on-4 here. A lot more open areas. So we're going to look at that Sam Hard shot. And there's no lollipop change-up shots from this Warroad team. Every shot with authority, and
that's right.
It seems like everybody can shoot the puck.
Yeah, that's where I was going before. Is there's and they don't even think about it. They've got it. It's second nature. Hey, I'm going. I know where I'm going. I'm going to get my head up, look, and I'm going to see what's open. But the puck's loaded, and it's going to go in whatever direction I decide. I'm not thinking about it.
Lakers unable to hold the zone. They'll have to regroup here at neutral ice. Bauer Walter plays it to Carter Whitworth. Couldn't connect on that pass. Honfett retreats in his own zone and fends up a stick checks there by Carter Whitworth. And then the Warriors will once again regroup here. 3:43 left here in the third. 4-on-4 for another 40 seconds. 17-second power play for the Warriors as Lindbergh will cover up. Face off to the left of Lindbergh.
I'd be thinking about my timeout right now. Like I said, I'm looking to get back in this game, and I'm always looking at the bright side when I'm in a situation like this coaching, that I'm looking to score a goal here, and I'd be looking at pulling my goaltender, and regardless of the situation, I understand Warroad's getting the lion's share. They're likely going to squeeze one in, but let's put the pressure on them in a game like today, because 6-4 or 7-4 doesn't matter, but 6-5 or 6-6 makes a big difference.
Ooh. Unexpected shot by the Warriors, and Lindbergh somewhat surprised, but makes the save. Stoppage here with 3:19 left to go here in the third. And just a tricky shot here. Man, I hate to continue to beat a dead horse, Matt, but turnovers once again.
It's the unforced errors that are causing the Lakers tonight, and that's something that we haven't seen a lot of. We've seen some sloppy play, we've seen some missed passes, some bad timing, things of that nature. But tonight it's been the unforced errors that's really put them into a bad spot. I mean, the Warriors, we're not taking anything away from them, but it's given them the opportunity.
Simbulik trying to roof that shot, but. No siree, says Finn Hansen.
And Finn, again, not real tall, but squares up to that puck. You know, you saw he didn't go down to that NHL kind of half crab position. He stays on his feet, sizes that puck up, gives him nothing to shoot at. That's excellent. That's just textbook goaltending there by Finn Hansen.
Face-off controlled by the Warriors. Oh, but almost a steal there by Olsen. Lakers will get Rhett Walter from the penalty box here in another couple of seconds as the Warriors... Shagave to DeHontvet. Back at full strength are the Lakers. 5-on-5 here. Slap shot from the right defenseman there. That's Hontvet, and a save by Lindbergh. Here with 2:37 left. 6-4 our score. The Warriors lead by 2. As Detroit Lakes has a defensive zone draw. Keep that lines Justison, Whitworth, and Olsen. Rhett Walter and Pettit the defense. Chance here for the Warriors. Honfett, and a glove save by Lindbergh. Shots starting to add up. A little lopsided now. 43-22 on the scoreboard. Just being outshot 2-1. And we get a timeout by the Lakers here as they will talk things over and likely be pulling the goalie, we would think here. This timeout brought to you by U Motors. Let's talk things over. We'll just keep it right here as we have a busy week next week, Matt. Detroit Lakes on Tuesday, they'll have a game here against Wilmer. And then on Thursday to Sartell, and then on Saturday they go to Bemidji on Saturday for an afternoon affair against the Lumberjacks.
Nice to see them getting. They got Brainerd on that schedule, which wouldn't brighten my day at all, but beating the Warriors does, and so that's I think we've got picking up some of these games, and Bemidji, who's been on our schedule now for the last few years. Again, this Lakers schedule is no slouch, and it's really nice to see, and it's the reason that the Lakers have been rising up through that Section 8, because they are playing those tough opponents.
Take a look at the standings right now. Warroad atop. And you got to think East Grand Forks number 2, Detroit Lakes 3. And then I believe Thief River beat Crookston earlier.
Well, and it looks like with that the game, and again we talked about going down to the
3-1.
Going down to the Carden Hunt Arena is a tough place to play, and the Lakers weathered the storm and came out with the victory. And that's what you have to do in that place, is really weather that storm. But it sounds like they've got a decent squad again over there in Red Lake.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, it's a competitive section this year with Crookston, Red Lake Falls.
Crookston was my big surprise.
Bagley,
I haven't seen anything out of them, but they're my big surprise that they've been winning some hockey games.
They have a big matchup with Red Lake Falls to end the season, and that could likely determine the 5-6 seeding, depending on how things shake out. Obviously, a lot can change. Lakers have a game against Crookston coming up as well in February.
Net empty for the Lakers.
6 on 5 here. 2 minutes left here in the third period. Lakers down by 2. Got to go. Sam Hard plays around the boards. Held in by Walter. Bouncing puck. Settled by Whitworth. Loose in front for Kennedy. Reaching for it. Warriors. Hotfet plays it out to neutral. Knocked down by Pettit. Pettit, Walter, Whitworth, Olsen, Kennedy, Simbulik. As we got a shot thrown towards the goal. Gloved by Hansen and a freeze with 1:41 to go. And it's a 2-goal deficit here for the Lakers with the empty net. Again, they scored 2 goals at the end of the second period. It took a minute 17. Anything can happen. Kennedy wins it back. Bauer Walter at the blue line. A redirect on goal, and Hansen with the save, and it's iced by the Warriors with 1:33 left. What a scoring chance. As we take a look at it on our YouTube stream here, Lakers again winning a faceoff. Matt Kennedy wins it back. And then a redirect. Hansen making that save.
And a good idea. Nice low shot on the ice for that redirect. Excellent play by the Lakers for a great scoring opportunity. And you almost look at that and go, well, there was our chance. As the Lakers got to turn that puck back up the ice quickly here and get that pressure put back on.
Honfet played it nicely off the glass, and that allowed it to not go down for icing. Almost a turnover at neutral ice by the Warriors. 1:15 left here in the third period. Lakers down by 2. One touch here by Kennedy. No icing here. Oh, and actually it is iced now by the Warriors with 68 seconds to go here in this hockey game. In regulation, at least.
And there's Kennedy again. I've praised him all night tonight with some good decision making. There's one right there. That's where your hockey IQ comes in. I got to know. I got a minute left on the scoreboard. I'm the man that has to handle this puck. I'm not just going to tip it in and hope and then go after a forecheck. I got to corral that puck and carry it in. Ooh. And carry it in carry it in with it on my tape so I can do something with it as he just comes back with another good scoring opportunity.
Yeah, Whitworth wins the draw, and Kennedy with a good look on that shot, but saved by Hansen. That shot went off the left leg pad. Another face-off won here by the Lakers. Fumbled by Walter. Sent in towards the goal. Down to a minute left here in the third period. Pettit. Oh, little friendly fire there as Kennedy now knocked down by Pettit. Olsen trying to knock it down. Walter gloves it. 45 left. Redirect towards the goal. Picked up by Anderson, sent all the way down. It was touched, though, by Pettit, so this is not icing? That was touched by Pettit. That should have not have been icing.
Oh, no question about it.
Officials missed that.
Hardwick's on him. He's bothered by it.
And rightfully so. That helps the Lakers. That definitely was touched by Hudson Pettit, and Hardwick can't believe it. Not going to pick that battle as the Lakers will have a face-off here. Whitworth wins it back. Oh, and a save by Hansen again after the shot by Kennedy. Scrum ensues in the corner, now at the blue line, towards the goal by the Warriors, and just missing by inches on that clear by Anderson, and we'll have another icing against the Warriors and another offensive zone draw. 27 seconds left here in the third. 2-goal lead for the Warriors. So Whitworth, he's been solid in the dot. Trying to win it back. Ties up this time. The Warriors win it, and they'll ice it. 24 seconds to go here in the third.
You got that luxury being up by 2 goals. Throw those icings down, run that clock down a little bit. When you're only down by 1 goal, you want to be a little more careful of that. You don't necessarily want to ice the puck. Gives them another offensive opportunity. If this Warroad team was down by 1, they'd be chipping it back off the glass and down and leaving them in the D zone.
Whitworth to take the draw. Tie up ensues. Gets to it to Kennedy. 20 seconds left. Shot saved by Hansen. Man, he is good too.
Give the Lakers a lot of credit tonight as they've been up and down on the scoreboard, but they've kept putting the pressure on. They've built their game up. They're pushing. I know we're down to 18 seconds left with the goalie pulled, but we're still controlling. We're pushing pucks at the net. Good hockey tonight by the Lakers.
Another icing here on the Warriors. They continue to try and milk this clock. 13 seconds left here in the third. A valiant effort here by the Lakers, but it looks like they're going to come up a little bit short. As Whitworth getting good practice in the faceoff dot here as the faceoff again tied up. Warriors come away with it. Hontvet backhands it. Knocked down by Walter. Played out by Anderson. Number 3 for Gavin Anderson. He scores it. So an empty netter for Gavin Anderson, and that is his 3rd goal tonight. And the Warriors up 7-4 with 2.3 left in the 3rd period. Empty netter.
And that's unfortunate. You get that empty netter, but makes this game a 7-4 hockey game. Looks like it's out of whack, but as the Warriors did put on some serious pressure here in the 3rd period that really threw the shots out, and that kind of tells the tale of where this game went. But for the Lakers, the coming through some adversity tonight, continue to plug along, continue to push hard. They made a game of it, even though the scoreboard doesn't show that it's much of a game. The Lakers made a game of it tonight. They worked hard, and they kept pushing right to the end. That's a good hockey game of the Lakers, and something to build on. Put it this way, when you play a game like this, you got an opportunity to look at some film. You can pick out some items that you need to improve on. Most of them are going to be those unforced errors, but I like the attitude of the Lakers tonight. I like how they are pushing, working hard this evening, and making the Warriors work for a win tonight.
Final score on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard, 7-4. The Warriors come away with a win here against Detroit Lakes in boys hockey. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our post-game show next here on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
Saving energy and money go hand in hand, and Detroit Lakes Public Utilities is here to help you do both. Their Bright Energy Solutions program offers cash rebates on energy-efficient products that can help make your home more comfortable, reduce energy costs, and protect the environment, all while saving you money. From Energy Star appliance upgrades to advanced heating and cooling systems, there's plenty of opportunities to make a meaningful change in 2025. Learn all the ways you can save this year by contacting Detroit Lakes Public Utilities or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
When the snow flies, your golf game doesn't have to go into hibernation. Swing into the 19th hole simulator at Forest Hills Resort, your warm, cozy escape all holiday season long. Keep your swing sharp on some of the best courses in the country, all without leaving town. Bring friends, hang out over holiday breaks, and make it a tradition. And grab Black Diamond at Forest Hills Christmas gift cards, the perfect gift for the golfer in your life. So tee up good times this winter at the Forest Hills Resort 19th hole simulator.
Welcome to Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Ask about rebates and incentives available now. GMC, dedicated to American ingenuity. Looking for roomy comfort and convenience? Designed for serious capability. Muscatel's built on trust.
Ready to crush your fitness goals? Snap Fitness Detroit Lakes has your back with 24/7 access, high-quality strength and cardio equipment, top-tier functional training, and a supportive community. And don't miss their group classes led by Coach Carly. She brings the motivation you need to every workout. Join him at 1315 Highway 10 West or call 218-844-3822. That's 844-3822. Call today. Snap Fitness Detroit Lakes. Move your body, fuel your mood. A proud supporter of Laker Athletics.
Looking for trusted appliances with hometown service? D&D Repair and Appliance is your full-service, family-owned appliance store, proudly serving the Lakes region for over 35 years. They carry KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, brands you know and trust. Plus, they offer delivery and installation so you can shop local and get it delivered right to your home. Visit them at 1050 Highway 59 South, because when you choose D&D Repair and Appliance, now you're talking value.
All right, post-game show time as we get post-game reaction from head coach of the Laker boys hockey team, Ben Noah, after a 7-4 loss. And Coach, we fell behind 3-0, but the resolve of your team, get the goal to make it 3-1, and then they score a goal not long after, make it 4-1. But then in the last minute of that second period, cut it to a one-goal game, made it 4-3, and then there in the third period. shots started to add up for them, and they got a power play goal, and then Mason Reed got a goal. But we again answered back with a goal by Henry Olsen. Ultimately, they got an empty netter at the end. They get the win 7-4, but the resolve of your team, no quit here tonight from your guys.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate result. We beat ourselves in areas tonight that, again, this is actually the reason why I was ultra aggressive to try to make sure that this game happened from the postponement yesterday. And let's get this thing in right now, because we have a month to work on stuff. And we needed to find out how we stack up against this team, what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, how we handle these kind of moments, and then we learn from it. Win or lose, we're going to have to learn from it. And I know how badly our guys wanted to win this game, and it just wasn't our night.
Got to be happy with the way that we controlled the faceoffs here tonight. I thought you guys did a great job with that puck possession after winning faceoffs.
Yeah, and part of that is the strength of our centers, both seniors with Easton Kennedy and Lawson Justison. Carter Whitworth was taking draws. He's another senior. We have big, strong seniors that put in a lot of work, and a lot of times the faceoffs come down to who's stronger and who wants it more. And there's a lot of areas of our game that we were really good. I actually thought we had a really great first period too, and we were down 2-0. And that's why you can't look at the scoreboard as a hockey team at this part of the year and think that that should dictate how you feel about our play. Second period, there was just too much going on at one point we had Easton, Will, and Bauer all in the penalty box, and we went on a power play, and those are three guys on our first unit. And but you look at some of the things that I referred to as shooting ourselves in our own foot. We were about to go on a 5-on-3, and we retaliate and take a penalty. We give up a really soft goal out of the corner in the second period. Those things can't happen if we're going to beat a team like that. I mean, they're deep. Turn pucks over at the wrong time, and so we have an opportunity to clean all that stuff up. And we talked early on, right away in the season, about this is a season-long process that we are going to just chip away with this hard schedule where we have a real hockey game every single night that you have to play with the details and responsibilities. And at some point, hopefully it's right at the end of the year, we play our best brand.
Will Simblick, he had that retaliation penalty, but he had a really nice night. He has 3 points tonight, and his hot streak continues here tonight.
Yeah, Will's a great player. He just keeps getting better, and I think he should be playing junior A hockey after this season. And I'm going to do my due diligence as a head coach to make sure that he's getting the looks that he deserves, because you can see it night after night, the confidence he has with the puck and the playmaking ability, and he's got a lot of jump. And he's going to be a big-time player for us down the stretch, and we're going to need that kind of production out of him for sure.
What was the biggest challenge that Warroad presented tonight? Was it their defense? I mean, they have 3 really solid pairings for defense, and it seems like everybody can shoot the puck really hard too.
Yeah, yeah. They make you pay, right? Like, it's funny that there was a sequence in the second period. Early in the second, we created a turnover right by our bench, and we had a quick little 2-on-1 where it was Henry Olsen and Lawson Justison, and Henry slid one over to Lawson, and Lawson had time where he could have corralled it, walked in and made a play, and he tried to rush it and try to one-time it. He fanned on the puck in the corner. A minute later, we turn one over, they get a 2-on-1, and what do? Poise, slide it over, bar down, score, right? So, that's the biggest challenge with playing against that team is, can we capitalize on their mistakes the same way that they capitalize on our mistakes, because they are so skilled. All their players know how to score. They have championship pedigree up there in Warroad. Something to look forward to. Their Bantam group is number 1 in the state again. They knocked off Moorhead AA. And, next year this group, they're going to probably have a few players that are playing varsity right now that won't even make their lineup. So whatever they do up there, it's pretty special, and they're a really hard team to beat.
But the gap, it seems like it's getting tighter, what we saw here tonight. In years past, we maybe running time, but not tonight.
Yeah, no, we're proud of where we're at for sure. I think, emotionally the challenge is once you do climb that ladder and you close that gap and you get there, now you want to win. And it's so deflating when you get a result like this, right? Just like last year in the section semifinals, we were up 2-1 with 10 minutes to play and we lose. And we're just going to keep trusting the process, keep getting better, and we'll be ready at the end of the year come playoff time.
Next game, Wilmer at home?
Yeah, Wilmer at home on Tuesday. Then we go to Sartell on Thursday and to Bemidji on Saturday. So we got quite the week to continue to get better.
Appreciate the time, Coach.
All right, thanks, Charlie.
Coach Ben Noah joining us here on the post game. We're going to squeeze in another break. Be back to wrap things up right after this here on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Looking for trusted appliances with hometown service? D&D Repair and Appliance is your full-service, family-owned appliance store, proudly serving the Lakes region for over 35 years. They carry KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, brands you know and trust. Plus, they offer delivery and installation so you can shop local and get it delivered right to your home. Visit them at 1050 Highway 59 South, because when you choose D&D Repair and Appliance, now you're talking value.
Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
Checking in with Jim at J&K Marine. Jim, tell me about this no-hassle membership I've been hearing about.
Well, Joel, it's the easiest way to take care of your boat. One membership, and J&K Marine handles all service calls, pickups, deliveries, winterization, storage, and even oil changes.
So I don't have to mess with any of that stuff.
Exactly. Plus, members get 20% off parts and accessories. It's customer service simplified.
Sounds like working with the pros.
That's J&K Marine, where you need us, when you need us.
Call today and make lake life hassle-free.
TV3 is your home for great local programming. We give a voice to our local communities. You can watch on Arvik Cable, on our website, YouTube, and Facebook page.
Layton Media offers a radio corral of 26 stations, including Real Country 102, Wave 1041, Today's Best Music, Lakes 99.5 Classic Hits, KJ Country 96.5, and KDLM. Follow us.
And welcome back here to the Kent as we wrap things up here in our postgame. The Lakers fall 7-4 to the Warroad Warriors. The Warriors jumped out to a 1-0 lead. 1 minute into the hockey game, Sam Hard scored an unassisted goal. Gavin Anderson scored his first of 3 with 7:07 to go in the first period, made it 2-0. In the second period, the Warriors made it 3-0 when Wyatt Samuelson scored with 13:34 left in the second period. And then the Warriors were called for a penalty, and Lakers took advantage. A power play goal by Hudson Pettit made it 3-1. About 2 minutes later, the Warriors made it 4-1 when Mason Reed found the back of the net on an unassisted goal. The Lakers, though, showed good resolve in the end of the second period. They scored 2 goals in the end of the second period. Easton Kennedy, with 1:17 left, scored a goal. Will Cymbelik with the assist. And then Cymbelik scored his own goal with 32 seconds left in the second period. So it was 4-3 going into the third. The Warriors made it 5-3 when they got a power play goal. Gavin Anderson, his second goal of the night. Warriors added another to make it 6-3 when Mason Reed scored. Lakers, 2 minutes later, Henry Olsen found the back of the net, assist going to Easton Kennedy. And so the score 6-4. The Lakers then pulled the goalie in the final 2 minutes, and the Warriors got an empty netter. Gavin Anderson, a hat-trick goal with 2.3 seconds left in the third period, made the score 7-4, and that's our final on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. The Warriors outshot the Lakers 43-26. It's time now for our Muscatel GMC MVP of the game. And for the Lakers side of things, Will Cymbelik, a 3-point night, a goal and 2 assists, and he's been on a hot streak as of late with goals and points adding up right now. With the 3-point night tonight, Will currently sitting at 28 points on the year, 9 goals and 19 assists. And for the other side, Gavin Anderson, definitely the MVP of the game, 3 goals tonight for the Warriors. But that's our Muscatel GMC MVP of the game, Will Cymbulik for Detroit Lakes. Matt, final thoughts here tonight.
Well, I think it was a good hockey game. A 7-4 on the scoreboard, I don't think quite tells the tale. And then if generally I'd have a rebuttal from someone who says, well, yeah, but they also outshot them 45-24. But this game, for what the Lakers were Warroad took advantage of some of the Lakers' shortcomings on a few of their turnovers, and those turnovers were unforced. And so what I'm saying by that is some of the goals were turned over on nice plays by Warroad, where they make some good plays and took advantage of that play, and then used their speed, their ability to score those goals. But they had about 3 of them that were on turnovers, and they were unforced. You clean up those 3 unforced errors, now all of a sudden we've got a real close hockey game. One soft one. We talked about Griffin Lindbergh back, and as Coach Noah says, he walked off the air, we talked about, he said, we got to play perfect, an absolute perfect game to give ourselves an opportunity to win that game. And I said, well, that's Laker hockey in Section 8. The depth of our team always lends us to have to play a perfect game to beat a team like that. And the Lakers do have the ability to do it. They'll be ready for them at come playoff time. But again, they've got to come to the table with the perfect game. You clean up some of those unforced errors by the Lakers tonight, and that's a real tight hockey game. I'm not saying they come out on top, but I'm saying that it's not 7-4 either with an empty net goal. This is going to be a lower scoring game. Griffin Lindbergh's going to have a better opportunity to make a few more saves, and it's not going to be so lopsided on that scoreboard. But the game itself and what I watched on the ice was a good, hard-fought battle by both teams. And again, I like the attitude of the Lakers. There was no quit in them. There was never a lax period, even when they were down 3-0. They came back. They scored that goal. Warroad pops another one in to make it 4-1, and then they went on the roll to get 4-3. There was good pressure by the Lakers all the way out. That's what I like to see as we're getting into the heart of the season here, right down into January. You don't have a lot of time left before that playoff, so you really want to come out and prove yourself. They're definitely going to have a say in that seeding meeting. They've lost to Warroad, they've lost to Eastside, so they're going to come out that 3 seed, but there's definitely going to have to say Warroad coaches, East Grand Forks coaches, going to be hard for either one of them to go, well, maybe Thief's better or any other team in this section, regardless of how the end result comes out for the end of the season. So good, hard-fought battle for the Lakers tonight, and like you said, busy schedule coming up with some big games to try to rebuild and keep pushing forward, keep getting better as we get closer to playoffs.
Yeah, the only one I would say keep an eye on would be that Crookston game.
Absolutely.
If you were to have a
absolutely
bad one against Crookston, otherwise I think it's kind of a foregone conclusion that we'd be the 3 seed, but don't count out Crookston on that Monday, February 2nd. So, all right, the Lakers fall to 9-8 on the season. They'll be back at home on Tuesday against Wilmer, and then at Sartell on Thursday, at Bemidji on Saturday. The Warriors, they improve to 12-4-1, and they'll be on the road on Tuesday. They'll take on Crookston, and then they have Roseau coming to town on Thursday. Hibbing Chisholm, that'll be a big game on Saturday. Want to keep an eye on as well. So, Lakers snap their 4-game winning streak as they fall tonight to the Warroad Warriors. Final score 7-4 on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. For Matt Wimmer, I'm Charlie Newland, along with our TV3 crew of Raina Zima and Cale Daniels. Signing off here from the Kent Freeman Arena. Lakers fall 7-4 against the Warroad Warriors. Have a great rest of your week.